videos.
Are we up? Are we going? Are we good to go?
I'm gonna deafen. Ben, start singing something. I'm gonna deafen. Ben, start singing something. I'm gonna deafen. Ben, start.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
So we're up. Okay. All right. So when we last left off, the group gathered up the potions and what are they called? Parkas? No, not parkas. Forgetting the word. Ponchos that they had retrieved from session 4. Decided to stay one more night in the inn and then head out in the morning to do a day's travel to the Temple of Umberlee. Once arriving at the Temple of Umberlee, Jungrak and Kunal set off a trap, but narrowly dodged the darts that came out of the wall. After that, you guys moved into the next room, being attacked by ice elementals. After fighting the ice elementals and some of you, such as Rubyx, narrowly escaping the combat conscious, you guys moved into the next room, Kunal running ahead to inspect the orb that sat in the center of the room. As he touched the orb, a water elemental sprung up between him and the party, which you guys handily finished off, what with the help of Kunal throwing a vial of ice, congealed ice into it, and Mason getting the killing blow. Kunal also went down in one shot in that fight after my first ever, technically brutal criticals are like an actual mechanic in D&D, but I would call this a brutal critical, as I think I did max damage on the roll.
Yeah, I got brutalized.
I think it was 36 damage you took.
Yeah.
Alright, but
yeah, you weren't the only one, unfortunately.
You guys took several short rests, and on Kunal and Mason's watch, Kunal was paralyzed by a hold person spell, and Mason was pinned to the ground as some people in shell armor came out of the shadows and stole the orb that you guys had retrieved from within the temple that had theoretically been causing the storms in the surrounding area. Once they ran away with the orb, Kunal became unparalyzed, roared in outrage, and Jungrak and Killian sprung into action, running all the way up to try to catch the person with the orb. But due to some unlucky rolls, Jungrak was taken down, and you guys had to relinquish the orb, at least temporarily. After a bit of unsatisfying sleep, you guys awake the next morning on what I believe to be the 24th of July? No, 25th of Jolaris. You may begin. As there are no storm clouds, there's a nice, soft breeze. The sun is beginning to part through some of the remaining clouds. It's a nice early morning.
Hey, Freyla.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday could have gone better. Or was that earlier today?
Technically, it was this morning, I think.
You know, I try not to bring it up in front of Jungrak, but, yeah.
Do I see Jungrak? Is he visibly annoyed?
Irritated?
I don't know. Jungrak, what do you look like?
Yes.
All of it.
How quietly did you say that?
Not at all.
It doesn't matter if I heard it. I'm not going to respond to it.
We should probably shut off to the city to report in what we found and lost.
We don't have to mention it.
Is there
like any way that we can find those people? In a way of telling where they went? They didn't get anything?
What?
Probably
Kunal
take some
was
time to track
tracking
him down.
Yeah, Kunal was like trying to start tracking them, wasn't he?
I looked at the bloodstains. There was a trail, but it's not a lot to
Not
go
something
with.
you can work with. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he didn't actively. He noticed the blood trail. He didn't actively try to follow it, so he doesn't know if it's enough
Yeah.
at the moment.
But I did take some blood that I found.
All right.
Maybe
Jungrak's
we can
gonna
use that
finish
at some
getting his
point.
shit together, and he's gonna turn and look at all of you. He looks aggravated, but he'll say, "Let's get back to town. We've wasted enough time here."
You don't even want to
Well
take a look
said.
at the tracks?
I'm not gonna, he's not gonna answer. He's gonna fucking go wait outside if we're in the temple.
Does Kunal want to take a look at it? I'll go with him if he's going to go take a look at it.
Who's taking a look?
You.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could take a look. I didn't see much, but better than nothing.
Okay. As you're looking for tracks, I believe in your favored terrain, do you get advantage on like survival checks?
I think it was anything with wisdom and intelligence. Let me check.
Okay.
I get a little nervous as I see the blood tracks.
Yeah. You get my double proficiency when making an intelligence or wisdom check. So if I have proficiency, then it helps.
If I
Okay, so
system
it's not
doesn't get
advantage, but you get an additional when you're in your favorite terrain. So go ahead and make a survival check as you look
Wait,
for.
if I system, does he get advantage?
Yeah. If you give him the help action, so yeah, he gets advantage.
2 dice. That
Mason,
is,
do you have any
6
particular
17.
feelings about the occurrences of last night? Okay.
Did you get blood on your shelf, Mason?
17.
Are you all right?
Let me see this. Let me check my notes. Okay. You actually do find a bit of a trail. Because you're used to this kind of grassland and you've been used to going hunting with your clan, you do pick up like almost like parts in the grass since it wasn't raining last night and since the winds died down after you guys removed the orb from the temple. There's still a bit of a trail. You can see where they ruffled up the grass. You can see a bit of blood. The blood stops after a certain point as someone clearly tried to stifle the bleeding caused by Mason. But it looks to be followable. It could be difficult at times, but you have what appears to be the scent.
What do you think, Freyla? Do you think it's worth it?
How long has it been since we fought them?
About 4 hours.
Well, I mean, if they hadn't rested up until that point, then it's possible they made camp somewhere.
Yeah, I'm also worried because we don't know how many of them there are.
That's true. Jungrak did get shot by like an icicle.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
I'll start like huddling up to Jungrak. If
Does
he's
the trail like lead into the forest, or where does it lead off to?
So right now you guys are on like this really big expansive grassland. So it's very flat. There are a couple trees. It's not like there's nothing as far as the eye can see, but like this is not a forest. This is clearly a grasslands. You don't see like with that survival check, you also don't see any smoke. You don't see any like signs of like encampment.
Like stopping.
Yeah. At least not within your vision.
In my honest opinion, it'd be rather stupid to follow that.
I agree. Could be walking into an ambush.
We could be walking into anything.
Am I there? Like, they're nearby, I'm assuming?
And I think we're like off to the side.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you follow them, Freyla and Kunal have been having this conversation between themselves. I believe Rubyx said he shuffled up to Jungrak.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, there, buddy. Just, just
Trying
like,
to be comforting.
yeah.
We can tell the others, but I don't think we should follow it.
Yeah, let's head back.
You're safe among friends. Never
You're
forget
safe
this.
among friends.
I will fucking kill you.
Fuck off.
I guess I don't understand that reference yet, but I assume it's from Divinity.
Yep.
You've.
Alright, so what do you guys tell the group?
There's a possible trail, but I don't think it's wise to follow. Seeing as we don't know how many enemies there were at the time. It could be more.
Did they come back from the trail?
Yeah, they were out of earshot, but you guys never like lost sight of them. They were like this is like flat. So they just like you guys saw them like go over somewhere. You saw Kunal pick around in the grass for a bit, and they stood there. They talked for a bit, and then they came back.
They seem very dangerous. I would like to just report this in and let the authorities deal with it.
I don't know how to put this nicely, but we kind of seem to be the authority. We were the ones that cleared the storm that the town was complaining about.
I guess.
As far as I can tell, we're getting paid to get rid of the storm, not to find an orb.
Yeah. If possible, I would just like to stick with the job.
That's fair. I wouldn't ask you to do anything you didn't feel safe doing. I do have a suggestion.
Part of the authorities, though.
Somewhat, yeah. I do have a suggestion, though. I think maybe we got a good look at like, you know, how they seem, like, of what they were wearing and all that, and maybe we could ask the archives that we were at, see if they know anything about that kind of armor. That's best I got.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Should we start heading out?
That's if you guys think that's worth pursuing. We should definitely stop by the was it like a barracks, the city watch to collect our payment, and then
it'd be the Fenless Watch headquarters.
Yes, the Fenless Watch.
Let's not think more of this. Let's just keep going.
If we're done wasting time, get back to town.
Wait, so you're not even curious?
Curious?
Jungrak's just gonna start walking.
All right.
I will follow.
Right behind you, master.
All right, I'll start identifying the scrolls if we're just like idling.
Is he just gonna leave me hanging?
Yeah.
No, not you. What's your fucking name? Rubyx.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm hearing like multiple people.
I just didn't know if that was your goal.
No, like I just blanked out. But let's try to be curious another day, Killian.
I frankly don't like the idea of being sprung up on. I'd at least want to know whatever the hell it is that immobilized our friends and downed Jungrak, so
I would agree with you on that. The more we know about them, the farther away we can stay. Away from that nonsense.
What happened to taking risks? Or what is it that Mason tells you? Living life, trying new things?
Well, conflict is not one of the new risks I'm willing to take.
Maybe it's a sign of old
Especially with
age.
especially.
I walk away.
Okay. All right.
Kunal, something I will clarify
I'm
because
kind
you
of a
took
bit-
the
I like
time.
scratch my head a little bit.
Because you took the time this morning to check for a trail, I will say that upon coming back, you won't have advantage of sorts to find them, but it will be easier for you to track the trail, even though it may have gone cold, if you guys wish to come back, in a timely manner. If you guys come back from like a week from now, obviously there won't be any trail at all. But I will say that in the back of your mind, you do realize that it's possible if you guys came back that you might be able to do something because you investigated it this morning. Okay. But you guys continue your walk back to Fenlor. I would again encourage you in this time to, if you guys haven't, not relating to, obviously the orb getting stolen, but if you guys have anything you want to say, I know some of you, Jungrak specifically, doesn't really want to talk, but if any of you guys have anything to say about, what happened inside the temple, I would encourage that. Rachel, say something? I don't know if you're talking.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I just couldn't... Your mic wasn't picking up anything at all, so I wasn't sure if we couldn't hear you. Okay. But that's what I would encourage.
Nah, I spoke to the boomer already.
You spoke to the boomer already?
Hey, Freyla. No, I'm just kidding. I knew he wasn't there.
Yeah. But things I would encourage you to talk about. Kunal, you went down rather dangerously in there. Mason, you were much more frontline than maybe you even intended this time. Rubyx almost went down. You healed him. There could be conversation about that, is what I mean. About your group dynamic in combat.
You know,
I probably wouldn't want to talk about that.
all right. Killian, as jovial as he is, or as he could be, would just be like, when we were in there, I can't help but feel like we should come with more of a strategy when we go in, because in that fight, for example, and I'm referring specifically to the little ice things, I kind of had to run back from the thing I was fighting to make sure someone didn't die. And that's not me saying you were ill prepared, but maybe we should have a strategy when we go into the room. And that's also on me because I was the first person to walk into the room and check something. At least I think I was.
Yeah, I think you were too.
I would agree that our best interest would be to stick together. I did appreciate you coming back for me.
Oh, no,
that was the scariest moment of my life at that point.
Really? Of your entire life?
Well, let's just say that's one of the only moments I've ever come close to death.
Oh.
And I do not like that feeling.
Right.
I hear the word death and I cringe.
Visibly? Can we see the lion man creak?
Yeah, and then my ears will fold back.
Well, I'll see that. I'll just be I think a plan might be suited for the future. Yeah, whatever. And then I'll just wait, are you gonna say something?
Yeah, I would like to not experience that again, if possible.
Well, typically on the battlefield, I'd imagine Jungrak and I would be in front, and I don't stack up defensively as much as Jungrak does, but what I do requires me to be up there. But you couldn't have predicted that picking that thing up meant summoning something. But we might have been able to predict that it would have done something.
Put my cold prosthetic arm onto Kunal, and I rub, give him a little smile and rub his fur a little bit.
Just cold prosthetic.
For you, it's not too cold as you do have a thick layer of fur, but
We did just come out of a storm.
That's true. It's definitely not warm, but you know,
I will
you have
pat
the advantage of
Rubyx
having
back.
fur.
And it's like I don't know if like this world follows the same climate as like it's still like around winter-ish, right?
It's at this point it's warming up. It's like, to give an equivalent, it's probably like the weather outside is probably in like the 60s this morning.
Dang, that's a little chilly.
And you guys aren't super north. You guys aren't at the point where like it's permanently like snowing, but you are pretty far north. So it's actually, it would be even colder this morning. It's probably in the 40s, maybe even like high 30s right now, because of your position within the climate, within the continent. I mean,
Well, that's not a
Interesting.
fun place for a little girl from the south to be.
would you like to do anything on the trip back, anybody?
Yeah, I'll identify the scrolls
Okay,
that I have.
you got it.
Freyla was like super distracted by her notebook and missed out on
That's fine.
whatever happened while I was gone.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. There was a few people who were distracted about things on their mind. But yeah, you guys, some of you more quiet than the others. Some of you sullen because of the fight and the close scratch with death. Some of you happily skipping along behind Jungrak. But for the most part, a quiet walk back to Fenlawar. You guys go in through the northwest entrance of the city. Would you guys like to go straight to the Fenless Watch? You make it back, what with Kunal expediting your process and you guys taking a normal road. You guys get there at around like 2 p.m. He expedites the trip significantly, especially without the storm.
Yeah, let's just go report. I don't see
Go straight there.
anything else.
Okay. You guys make your way through the general, like, the bridges and the different sections of the city until you get to the southeast section of the city, where I will quickly put the Fenlawar map up. Here we are.
And that took the entire day, did you say?
It took up until 2 p.m. It would have taken the entire day if it weren't for Kunal. Kunal was basically making you guys go faster because he's in his favorite terrain. But yeah, you guys head right here to the Fenless Watch headquarters. Head inside to the front desk. You see the same squeamish young man. He kind of looks up, sees Jungrak standing there, and he's like, I'll be right back. And he goes and he grabs. Some of you guys have not seen this person, so I will describe him again, just because it's been like 2 weeks basically since I described him last time. You guys see a large half-orc. He seems to be wearing kind of nice, stately clothes, and he has like insignias denoting the rank of colonel within the Fenless Watch. In these clothes, he seems a little bit out of place, but he is a deep forest green kind of half-orc, and his hands and his fingertips, like the palms of his hands and his fingertips, are this like light yellowish hue. He has 2 large tusks that protrude from his bottom lip, and his hair is cropped close to his head, and he has some like gray streaks throughout.
Jungrak, you made it back. I assume that you were successful.
Jungrak will like snap and out of being annoyed, I guess. He'll say, yeah, we found out what was causing the storm. We made it stop.
Excellent. Yeah, I've already gotten reports of it. I mean, the people inside the city, the travelers, it's been costing us the commercial market a lot of money because people can't travel and then people can't get places to see their family and stuff. So I've already started getting news of it alleviating. So I appreciate it. payments, right? Give me a moment. I gotta go get together the gold and the paperwork. And he heads back into his office for a second, comes back out with a kind of a little sack. It's not like ridiculously big. He sets it down on the table and he passes it to you, Jungrak. That should cover everything. Just about. That's 60 platinum.
At least the job still pays well. He'll give a smirk.
Absolutely. He gives a little nod. But no, you've saved the city a lot of money and time and resources. So, thank you to all of you. My name's Thakar. I met Jungrak quite a while back. And he goes one by one and kind of gives a little handshake to all of you, being courteous.
When he goes towards Mason, I want her to just kind of perk up and just go, "Hi there, I'm Mason. Do you ever poke yourselves with those things, like the big tusky things? Because I feel like those bother me all the time."
I haven't poked myself with it. But I guess you get used to it. I've lived with these my whole life.
That's interesting. I feel like I would have stabbed myself at least a couple times.
Some people do when they're young.
That's just because I talk real fast.
He just gives a little nod. Anything else? Is there anything else to report? Did you figure out exactly what was going on in there?
Right. There was some kind of a altar. There was a large magical gemstone that was on a pedestal, and it seemed to be tied to the magical storm that was overcast.
Okay. So you guys disabled this pedestal. Was there anything... Did you say there was something on it? I missed that part. I don't know what you said.
Well, I said the gemstone.
Okay. Did you retrieve this gemstone?
We did, but we decided to set up camp, and turns out we were followed by some people we weren't able to identify. They caught us at a low point, and they made off with the gem.
Is it only Jungrak?
No, you guys are all here. You guys are all here.
I'm the only one speaking. You guys can chime in if you want.
Yeah, I'll chime in.
I'll walk up and I'll show
never mind.
the 2 bloodstains that I found. This is all we were able to recover from the scene.
Well, I mean, you can hold on to that. I don't think we have much use for that, unfortunately. Did you guys have a description of these people? I don't get me wrong.
Would I be able to recall?
Yeah, you could be able to recall. It was literally last night.
Okay, then they seem to have donned seashell armor.
Like the one I'm wearing.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
That's worse.
Well,
particularly.
This doesn't
outright
tarnish your victory at all. You did exactly what we needed you to do. Got the job done. I appreciate that. If you guys would like to, I am going to report this information to the higher-ups, but as with anything like this, there'd be monetary reward if you were to find any more information out. So, take that as you will.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Can you minor illusion, people?
I know the Efan did it a lot, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Right?
Yeah, but the largest it can do is a 5-foot square.
Yeah, it's a 5 feet. Yeah,
it'd be a pretty short person, but you could do a person.
Yeah.
Be a manlet.
You could so are you projecting something?
Yeah, I'll use a minor illusion.
Usually short if it's 5 feet.
Project one of the people, like the little Star Wars hologram thing.
Sure, you project it. You give him a good image.
Well, that's really useful. Okay.
and he kind of takes a moment to inspect it, like look it up and down. Well, it seems I have a little bit more paperwork to do, and he kind of pats you on the back, Jungrak, with a little laugh. But, thanks again for a good job. Get some rest. If you guys want to go and try and figure out where these people were, I assume that they were by the Temple of Umberlee.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll get it sorted on my end, but if you guys bring anything back before my people do, I'll get you paid.
Sounds like a deal.
Alright.
If you uncover anything that'll help in locating these people, I'd appreciate it if you gave me the first word on it.
Okay, sure. If we get any word, if it's not someone who just came back from patrol, we'll try and get you guys. Where you're staying at the Tipsy Cat, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I've been Thakar. Nice meeting you all. Have a good one and enjoy your spoils. And he heads back out of the office.
Yes, spoils.
I smile and like,
gym thing.
yeah, I
Alright,
smile and
so,
pat like the scrolls that I have in my pouch.
So, did he actually say how much was in the pouch?
Yeah, no, he said it out loud to you guys that it was 60
Damn
platinum.
it.
What you trying to do there?
I'm trying to look out for number one.
So we have a dishonest party member? What is this?
Yeah? You want to talk about dishonest party members? Alright, Jungrak will,
You know nothing?
Jungrak will open the pouch, and he'll grab 10 platinum pieces and put it in the palm of each of your hands, and I'll keep the sack with the last 10.
Okay. So
Just dump all my money
to
into
give
that.
you guys,
since it's
you guys can put it as platinum, but for those of you who understand things better in gold values, that's 100 gold. So all of you just came into 100 gold.
That's
I don't really know what that means, so I was just like, wow, money.
I stop in my tracks.
I can hold on to that. Like,
I'm like, what?
I'm gonna give 15 of mine to Rubyx.
15 of your
Whatever
gold.
15 gold is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
For me?
Did you add your
I've been
10?
holding on to that for like the last time we did something. I just had it.
Did you add your 10 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay. The day is not over yet. It's still only around 3 p.m. If you guys have any business in shops or anything of the sort, you can do that now.
I'm going to
go.
I'm gonna hang around the Fenless Watch headquarters for a little longer because I have something I want to ask.
Okay, you want to ask it, like, by yourself, I assume.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be by myself, but it.
I mean, he's
Like,
just...
I'm not. Well, no. I'm not trying to like be alone and secretive. It's just I'm gonna wait till he's done doing what he's doing.
Oh, well, I mean, he's literally, like... You can see
A
the
room
doorway
away.
to his office. If you wanted to walk back there. He was just
Right, then,
giving you guys
Yeah, I'll
an
just walk in
excuse to
there.
leave. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
You come
I'll just
in,
walk in.
he's only just sat down. He's still, like, getting some paper together. Oh, do you have, something else?
I wanted to ask about potentially upgrading the gear that I have. Just get some fancier armor, maybe a better sword.
Fancier armor.
And I'll point to the giant hole that's in the chest plate of the armor that I'm wearing.
hey, I rolled a 21. Can I eavesdrop on whatever he's talking about?
I mean, I'm not trying to hide, so
Yeah, he's just standing in the doorway, so yeah, you can hear this. Yeah, we can get you some, I do want to say, your armor isn't completely destroyed. It still serves its purpose. But,
I know.
We could replace your gear. We don't have anything that I think would be particularly better. In fact, yeah, we could replace the studded leather and that, but for the most part, it'd be about the same. Sorry if that's a bit disappointing to hear.
no. I've been meaning to get some nicer armor. It's just kind of want to keep the logo.
Oh,
Kind
no,
of grown attached to it,
Well, tell you what. If you happen upon some better armor, just bring it back here. We'll put the logo on for free.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. We only
Sounds
have
good to me.
standard issue here.
Yeah, I figured.
But we can definitely put it on if you like the logo. And I understand why it'd be useful, especially in certain situations. You can definitely come back here and put it on.
Right. All right. Well, I'll leave you to your paperwork.
Okay.
You ever need any help? I'm in town for now.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. It's good seeing you as always, Jungrak.
Good to see you too, old friend. And I'll turn around. Are you like hiding behind the wall, eavesdropping, or are you just kind of
Leaning against the wall?
Yeah, are you just kind of sitting outside the room listening in, or are you like away?
I mean, I'm not right next to you, but I'm like kind of close enough to hear.
All right. Well, I'll turn around. I'll see you. I'll just look you up and down. Do you need to talk to Thakar?
No.
I'll just walk by you.
Damn your food.
Oh my.
Oh my. All right, but what would you guys like to do next?
I want to
Well,
go to
what's
the
the
smithy.
plan?
Hey.
You said
so-
what, Kunal?
Oh.
I'm gonna head to the smithy.
Okay, the Star Metal Smithy.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you?
Hey, fellas. How keen are we on taking a detour to Elan Varor?
The hell is a Lonvero?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Now that I've finally acquired money.
Well, okay, so you guys would.
You wouldn't know what
Kunal would not, but and Mason wouldn't either. But Freyla and Rubyx,
tilt
you
my
guys
head.
know that Elan Varor is the city furthest to the east in the Empire.
Oh,
Oh,
right, we're in
yeah.
Fenlore.
Not town.
Never mind.
We're in. Well, I mean, it depends. If you guys got like a boat trip there, it could get you there probably in 4 days.
That's still a lot of time.
Yeah. So
And why do you want to head over there?
Oh, I wasn't asking that in character.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, never mind then.
no,
Yeah, no, never mind. Disregard.
Well, I will clarify that when it comes to locations within the Empire, 4 of you guys will always really know generally what's being talked about if it's a large city. If it's a small town, it kind of depends on where you've been. But Kunal and Mason will have better knowledge when it comes to the south.
All right. Well,
Specifically Mason, probably, as Kunal.
I'll
I'm
go
a
to
sheltered
the
boy.
I'll go to the smith place, the Star Metal Smith.
Okay. You guys make your way. Are you all just going as a blanket group to the Star Metal Smithy?
I want to go to whatever store it is that Rubyx went to buy like supplies, like you know like Mason's tools, yada yada yada, all that shit.
Mason's tools.
Well, I don't want that specifically, but you
no.
know like those sets.
That's his proficiency. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm thinking. You could get
Yeah, I'm not
stuff
proficient
such
in
as
Mason's
that
tools,
at like
actually.
general stores, and there's a general store usually in every quadrant of the city. If you'd like to head to one of those, you can.
I'm looking specifically for brewer supplies.
Brewer's
If that
supplies.
helps.
Okay. There was a place where you guys got potions called Bubbling Cauldrons and Brim Vials that might have something of that sort.
Okay, I will go there.
Okay.
And I'll I'm going to the Wooden Cauldrons. If anyone wants to come, if not, Tipsy Cat.
Hmm,
I'll go with you. I love going to new stores.
maybe.
Yeah, follow along with Mason.
All right, so you guys are going. 3 of you are going to the Bubbling Cauldrons and Brim Vials, or whatever. Yes?
Yeah.
Are you going to the store that Meta you stole from? So yes?
Me, yeah.
Okay. Who's going to the Star Metal Smithy? I know 2 of you are, but where's
I am.
Freyla going?
I'm just gonna take a walk around the city.
Okay. We'll start with the bubbling cauldrons and burn vials. So, you guys walk in. Since the last time you've been Mason, you do notice that there is a padlock now on the potions case that holds some of the more expensive potions. Well, any of the potions, really. And there's not really any display items out as per usual. They're usually behind glass now. You guys see the Orcan woman, the half-orc, the one in she's in good shape, wears a red coat, and nice twinkle in the gray eyes.
Hello, how are you doing? You guys like anything?
I'm looking for a set of brewer supplies.
Brewer supplies. Yes, I can get those for you. Give me a moment to go grab it.
I have to wait for the prices page to load.
So that means it's free?
Absolutely.
Shit.
You said alchemist
right.
supplies, right?
Brewers.
Brewers, excuse me. Okay. Okay. Why is the page taking forever to load? Ugh. Okay, she comes back out.
Here you go, brewer supplies. This will be about 20 gold pieces.
She sets down like a whole kit, almost like this, kind of toolbox, and sets it down.
As I see that, something clicks in my head. And then I walk up to Killian and I tap him on the shoulder and I go, I wouldn't buy that if I were you.
So
You would just
ominous.
have to trust me.
Huh?
What?
I think I managed to figure out something more about magic within those last conflicts. And something tells me we won't be needing tools in the future
Right.
because of my class ability, right tools for the job.
Oh, okay, that's what you're getting at. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, sure, I guess. I'm
Also, 20 gold pieces is a very hefty amount.
It is, but this is definitely, or is this something I can use whenever, or do I have to wait for you to bring it kind of?
Well, I haven't done it before, but give me probably about an hour to make what you want.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I'll just look at the Starkeep. I was like, sorry to waste your time.
No worries. Some people just come in here and peruse.
And she takes back the brewer supplies and puts it back in a location within the back of the store.
Okay, I guess I'm done.
No offense on you, madam. Although I have been hearing that you brew very good potions here, or sell, manufacture, brew, supplied. Are you supplied,
got it.
or?
Yep. We brew them here.
That's very interesting. Do you mind if I take a look at the back and see and familiarize myself? I'm kind of new to the craft, actually. Something new inside me has awakened, let's just say.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I don't know why. Freaking, I'm trying to fit in the alchemist subclass to naturally, Because we did level up, and I don't want to be like,
No, yeah, I
well,
understand.
that's unfortunate.
But I don't think your character has to have just recently been interested in alchemy. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, that's a 3 anyway, so...
Right now I'm not really letting anybody into the back of the store. Sorry, it's a new policy.
My apologies, I didn't mean to pry.
There's no... You don't need to apologize, it's just that's the policy right now. Do you guys like anything else, or is that all you've got for today?
Well, do you have any certain top of the line potions on you?
Top of the line potions. Well,
In terms of efficacy, maybe like a good healing potion or something that can protect us from magic. We did have a run-in earlier with some magical beings.
Well, I have a few potions of resistance. I think that might be what you're getting at.
Do I recall like what Jungrak was hit by? Or was it? Could I not like?
You were not
tell?
there, and since you guys haven't really talked about what hit him. I mean, Freyla did mention that it was an ice spike, and that was mentioned, so you can take that as you will.
But I have a potion of resistance, and I have
I look over to Killian. Did you see what Jungrak was hit by any chance?
I don't know off the top of my head. Can I try and remember?
I would say that your lack of arcane knowledge, and on top of that not being like it came from out of sight, I would say that you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, I've got nothing for you, old man. Sorry.
That's quite all right. Tell me more about these resistances again.
I've got one of each right now. If you wanted multiple, you'd have to pay a pretty penny, but also we'd have to brew more. But I have a potion of resistance for just about any type of damage that you could encounter at the moment. And as for healing potions, I have the generalized potion of healing for 50 gold pieces. I have the potion of greater healing for about 300 gold pieces, and the resistance potion is a bit higher on the list. It's about 500 gold pieces.
Oh snap! That's 50 platinum.
Yeah.
Ah, gods. All right. So, do you have anything maybe more in terms of utility? Maybe something that could quicken us? Yeah.
Well, if that's out of your price range, we actually don't even carry them here because they're very expensive, but there is a potion of speed, but that'll sit you back about 200 platinum. So I don't think that might be out of your price range, but in terms of utility, I do have some more of like that. There is a potion of climbing that we carry, helps climbing surfaces easier. That's only 30 gold pieces. It's essentially like a spider climb, like the spell spider climb.
Yeah, we should have stolen that potion instead.
Well, once I procure more money, we'll come back.
All right, sounds good.
After we're done here.
All right, you guys head out. At the Star Metal Smithy, you guys see the sort of mohawked, wearing a cropped top and short shorts, Fire Ganassi, kind of like moving airily around the the forge and just kind of smiling and dancing about. Oh, hey there. Oh, why do you guys look familiar? Have you guys been here
I think
before?
this is my first time in here.
I came here a couple days ago.
Okay. So you look familiar. Yeah, I feel like I'd remember if I saw you. And she looks you up and down, Kunal. Guys here for me?
Yes.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making a joke. Do you have any larger swords than this? And I'm gonna show her my long sword.
Oh, of course we have a lot bigger swords than that. We got ourselves a great sword, I believe. Let me go check at the back. She comes back out with a larger greatsword, much bigger than your normal sword, and you can see that there's like almost two little grips where you can take it, and there's a large SM for star metal on it. It's not made of star metal, but they have like almost like the insignia of the place carved in just above the palm, just above the what's it called, the cross guard.
They have their own branding.
Yeah, I was gonna say Star Metal Forges out here branding them.
Well, all the smithies do. It's just like to show that it was their craftsmanship.
It's like a signature.
Yeah, it's like a brand essentially. Yeah. But if you're interested in some star metal, we could also get that. Although it would be a little bit more expensive. But I don't know if you're interested in that.
What is the price looking at like again?
For a to make a star metal greatsword from scratch, if you didn't have to make it from scratch, it'd be 150 gold pieces. So I don't know if that's something you are interested in, but this one's only 50 gold pieces. So between the normal sword and the more expensive sword, that's about the difference.
How do I leave this chat? There we go. All right. I definitely heard everything you said. Just let me think of an answer.
Yeah, you got it.
What if I traded in my current weapons? Could I get some kind of a discount, maybe? You
Well,
could smelt down the sword.
If
Maybe
you let
take
me,
the metal out of my shield.
if you let me take a look at it, and he
Yeah,
takes
I'll hand him over.
She takes a moment to kind of inspect the weapons and stuff. Give me a moment to kind of like look over their prices, just so I can get an idea of things.
Yeah, you're good.
Because this website's being it's being a lot faster now. Oh, just kidding. I had a part that I hadn't loaded yet. Alright. Alright. So, so you're giving her the long sword and the shield.
Just to inspect.
I could give
For
you
now.
about since there is wear and tear on the items, I could give you about 18 gold pieces for both of these, and that could bring the price down to, at trading value to about 32 gold pieces for the greatsword. Something mechanically that I want to just let you know is that the greatsword is not actually a D12, it's 2D6.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure you do. Which is better than, which is arguably better on average than 1d12, but that's kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of math and probability, but just thought I'd let you know.
Gross.
Technically,
about
on
a,
average, you do more damage, I think, with 2d6 than 1d12.
What about what about axes?
Well, we have a couple of those. Let me check in the back. And she goes back and she brings back a couple more with the same like nice polished, like shiny appearance. Something you do notice that even when there aren't star metal weapons, like they're not completely made of star metal, it seems that they do integrate star metal into them, and they have that kind of like have like this almost like silverish kind of like sheen to them, when most of like the weapons are kind of a dull gray normally that you've seen. Well, we got a battle axe, we got a great axe, we got a great axe, so it's kind of your pick. Something I will say is hand axe is very small, and she's like, I don't know if this is what you're looking for. She sets down like a very small axe, and like it has like a wooden hilt, and carved into the wooden hilt is like the branding again. She pulls out the battle axe, which is just like a one-sided axe, but it's a lot larger, and it could fit like in one hand. And then she takes out the great axe, and she kind of has to set it on the table, and it's double-bladed. It's got a large, like, you would have to wield it with two hands kind of grip, and it's got made of like nicer wood with inlaid like kind of like metal with into the parts of the hilt to like stabilize it more. And it's got some like almost like it's clearly not literal gold, but like there's like gold like kind of grooves in it.
Yeah. So,
well, sorry, yeah, the prices. Lost it. The hand axe is only 5 gold pieces. The battle axe is only 10 gold pieces, and the great axe is 30 gold pieces. And mechanically, that would be a d12.
I wanted to refresh my memory on what exactly the star metal weapons, what exactly makes them so valuable, if you don't mind running it by me again.
Well, they're very durable. They won't corrode in any way. They won't rust. And more importantly, when you encounter enemies who seem to be a little bit more distinguished in nature, who seem to resist the normal hits and punches of you, this will clean right through them.
That's what.
So it's just a magical sword. It doesn't do anything special. There's no extra damage properties to it, but it's almost like a silvered weapon.
Yeah. It ignores a lot of resistances. That's the benefit of it. Do you have any long swords I could possibly purchase right now?
Longsword? Yeah.
A star metal.
Star metal longsword. Star metal longsword would not be too much cheaper. It'd be about 115 gold pieces. But if you wanted to trade in your other thing, it'd be about 100. If you just wanted to trade in your sword, it'd be about 103 gold pieces. So it's really up to you.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
a lot.
Man, you're really cleaning me out. Yeah, sounds like a fair deal to me. We've been running into some problems lately, and normal weapons ain't cutting it.
Sure. Okay.
I'll lay my sword on the table, and I'll give her 10 platinum pieces.
Okay.
My 10 platinum pieces.
Okay. You lay the sword on there. She will say that it's 103 technically. So you have to add 3 gold.
Right. And I'll rummage through the pouch again, and I'll drop 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, you got it. So, if you give me a moment, I will get that for you.
I was hoping she'd let me get out with just the clean 100.
Yeah.
So she hands you
Standing in the corner.
the star metal longsword, which is like this deep black kind of blade. And it kind of gives off a nice faint glow. And that's all you've got. It does have the same kind of like, instead of just like a normal grip, it does have like a leathered grip with like bits of gold inlay. Okay, what about you? Do you would you like to do anything? And she looks at you, Kunal.
Do you have any small blades I can attach to this, and I'll show my bow?
Blades we can add to that. Could I understand exactly what you kind of wanted to do with it? Like, what's the purpose of it?
Just something for close range.
All right. I'm sure I could do that. So you're essentially wanting like daggers put into this?
Yeah.
How many do you want? Just one at the point? To give you also a mechanical idea, it wouldn't really help. It's just kind of like a logistical, like, how do you want it to look kind of thing. Do you want it to be like 3 spikes, like, spread out, or do you just want one?
Probably 2 at the 2 ends.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that for you. Just it'll be about a day that you'll be out without your bow. You know, I could probably speed it up. Okay, I could get it back to you by this evening. It's not a hard job. Could get that on there for a gold piece. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. She takes your bow, and yeah, takes the gold piece.
How much would the daggers be?
Daggers themselves are like, if you just get a straight up dagger, is like 2 gold. Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Well, daggers would be about 2 gold pieces, but since we're kind of just giving you part of a dagger, it's only 1 gold piece. But if you'd like just another dagger, that'd be 2 gold pieces for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll go 2, man.
Alrighty. So she brings out a nice little, like, almost polished silver looking dagger for you with the insignia on it. So you should be able to look up in your equipment now. Battle a star metal longsword. It might take a moment.
First page.
And if you can't find it, I'll find it for you. But it should be there.
Can I ask the brewer a question again before?
Yeah, as you're heading out, you're like, and turn around.
Yeah.
You know that scene from Monster House? All right.
Sorry to bother you again. Do you know of any group out there that wears seashell armor by any chance? They seem to be a dangerous group.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
She kind of just scratches her head.
Before we leave the Star Metal Smithy, it's just me and Kunal, right?
Take care of yourself.
Yes,
and then
it is just you and Kunal.
Hey, Kunal.
Yeah?
You may want to invest in some of those Star Metal, maybe some arrows.
Does she have arrows? I'll ask the lady.
I don't see why not. And then we'll both just awkwardly turn and look at her.
Yeah. Okay. So you turn around, you look at her. Yeah, I have arrows. I completely forgot that you can silver arrows. How much would silvered arrows cost? I'm so confused. Let's just
3 gold.
I actually could figure this out. Well, for a whole little thing of arrows, for star metal arrows, I could get it for you for about 20 gold pieces. So she'd
That
be giving
works.
you 20 arrows.
Yeah, I'll
20 arrows. It's a golden
drop off. I'll drop it off.
Okay.
I guess. And then money.
There'll be some heat-seeking arrows.
But yeah. Have you been able to find it, or do you want me to add it for you?
I haven't seen it on the page. I'll refresh it again, but
No, I already added
I
it.
mean,
I'll remove your other longsword for now.
okay. What I was gonna do is I was just gonna see if I could edit the longsword, and I was just gonna change it to that.
So the Star Metal longsword,
there it
I did put it in there. It
Yeah, there it is. I
technically
see it now.
gives off light when you're in a dark space for about a 15-foot radius, and and I put considered magical when overcoming resistances.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
So is it? So you said it's like instead of being the standard iron color, it's like silvery,
No, the Star,
or is
like,
it black with a silver hint?
So all the weapons that come from there have this kind of silvery glint to them, but the Star Metal sword is completely like black. It's like an ivory.
All right.
blade.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anybody else want to do any shopping? You guys have come into some gold, so.
Some of us
Also,
are already out of
I
gold.
don't want to encourage you to do this, but technically the magical items that you acquired can't be sold for gold.
Yeah, I don't think we're selling the summon elemental gem anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry about that.
I
If
don't
everybody
know.
did their thing, I want to do some
Y'all
window
aren't the
shopping.
ones holding it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Mason's gonna go to the magic shop. How much to get this turned into a pretty little head crown?
That's a magical object.
Yeah, it's also
so
really
gold.
pretty.
Yeah, but it makes a pretty hat.
Really brings out my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I will turn over to Mason, and I'll just say, I really appreciate the 15 gold pieces you gave me, but just remember, that my gold is also your gold, so I don't consider all of this money mine.
It's a dangerous thing to say to Mason.
Yeah, that's
Well, don't
See,
worry, it was
what-
never
what
yours
would
to
have
Her
begin
gold
with.
is his gold.
What would have been really funny is if he said, "Thanks for giving me the gold, but never give anybody gold, chump," and then fucking walk off. But yes, very very
Well, that's
nice.
really sweet of you, Ruby. I just figured I should give it back because I forgot I was holding on to it after that last obsidian orb thing.
I didn't even notice.
You know. Well, I don't like to steal from you, Ruby. I mean, in general, I don't steal in general. Not anymore. I'm on the straight and narrow.
I'll take that with a little word of caution. With a little slight caution. But thank you for that sentiment.
Okay, I believe you.
Should we discuss with the rest of the group about finding more information? I would assume that at least somebody who's passed around in this city would know something about these group that we've encountered. Maybe somebody who's done a lot of traveling. It doesn't seem like
We
the
gotta
City
find
Watch.
either a really old guy or a previous adventurer.
Are they like out of earshot?
No, I think at this point, I'll regroup with well, you're with us.
I think
so.
I think the conversation regarding the gold and the joke about stealing was just them two, but I think now that they're back with you, talking about this.
Yeah.
Well, I did mention we could stop by the archives. Maybe Freyla could do her little whatever that was.
Good
We should-
idea. Old people do like to hang out at the archive.
Yeah. Can we Can we go now?
Don't you want to get the
Perhaps-
rest of them?
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
perhaps we could meet up.
Felt that was like implied.
Yeah.
I know, right? You guys do that little like implied thing and just assume I know things. I'm a very literal person.
Noted. I leave.
I wouldn't count you out that early. Let's just say. You seem to know your way around things, Mason.
So are you guys,
Thanks,
are the
Rubyx.
three of
They
you
don't
guys
do
going
that.
to the archive, or are you regrouping and then going to the archive?
I think we're supposed to be regrouping.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys regroup. Since they took a lot longer at the Star Metal Smithy, you get there about when they're finishing up. Freyla, are you still on your walk?
Yeah, I want to do my thing now
Okay.
while they're busy doing their thing.
Okay.
So, all these nerds went to like the cool shops, right?
hmm
The ones where everyone goes to.
You're
I
going to
kind of just want to
Walmart.
look for like a hole in the wall place.
Yeah, you're going to Walmart.
Strip club.
I don't want to go to Walmart.
Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
It's
That's
an
how I
8.
know. That's how I know Victor's role playing. He will never be caught in a Walmart.
That's a 1. You said investigation.
Yeah.
10.
10. That is the DC to find what you're trying to find.
Yes.
You look around the city for a while, and you try to find little bits of like hints in murals of what you're kind of looking for, and you eventually come to like a shop within the northwest district of the city. That's not a shop, but like more like a house, and it has these lovely like white flowers growing out in the front, and it has a kind of like this symbolism on like right above the door frame of like this like carved into the wood of this carnation.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a step inside.
Okay. You open the door. It gives. There is a singular individual. He's kind of hunched over, and he's got like this kind of. He looks really greasy, like literally greasy. His like hair
never
is
mind, I
like
leave.
slicked back.
Never mind, I'm out.
He has like beady eyes, and he's like kind of crouched over a table, and he kind of like, as you turn in, like his head just like shoots towards you. What do you want?
Is there anyone else in here?
Not at the moment.
Just interested in what you're selling. Gonna take a look at his wares.
Okay. What are you interested in?
I heard I could possibly get information here.
And who's asking?
I am.
Yeah, and what does that mean? To me.
Listen, the way I see it, I have my sources and you have your own. I have a question. You have a potential answer. What's your price?
My price is known. Well. A gold piece. That'll answer a question.
Well,
And I'm not
I'm
going
gonna
to be
place-
too literal about this. If the question requires elaboration, I'm not going to be a dick and say, oh, I need another gold piece. I'll answer your question to the fullest, but gold piece.
Wow, this is a very nice shady guy.
alright. Freyla leans like against the table, bar, whatever it is, the counter. She places a gold piece, but keeps it on her side.
Yeah.
Alright. And I'm gonna project one of the people that ambushed us.
Okay.
Are you familiar with these people?
Surprise, it's him!
They're a new group. There's a lot of rumors surrounding them. There's nothing confirmed yet. there's no proof, but if you've heard of the elementalists within the city, allegedly this is a more radical cult, or sublet of them. For whatever reason, they seem to be very interested in sources from the elemental planes. This is also rumors, but allegedly they attacked the water Navani over in the Iodrinian lakes recently. Nobody was killed. The water Navani are like one of 4 groups of druidic tribes within the continent. 2 of them are in the north. The Air Navani are in the Redvine forest. And here, I'll put, since we're talking about this, I will put up the world map just to give you context. So right here is where he's talking about. The water Navani are from here. The air Navani are from here. The fire Navani are from down here. And the earth Navani are from over here. But that's the rumors. They're a cult of sorts. And they're looking for elemental things.
And I assume they don't have an organized, like, central location that we know of?
Not that I know of. But if you're dealing with this particular group of individuals, just like the water Navani and the earth Navani and etc., there's 4 groups of them. If you're dealing with the water group of them, I would check near bodies of water.
Okay.
That's all I've got for you on that subject. He takes the gold piece.
Wait, hold on. Before he reaches for it, I'm like sliding it back a little bit.
Yeah. He's like reaching across the table. He looks up at you.
How about some information for another piece of information?
So you're giving it
right
a
now,
trade, are you saying?
Right now I've told you everything the Fenless Watch knows so far. I might have another piece of information that they don't know. Not yet, at least.
I'm listening. He puts his hand back down on the table.
I'm gonna project the orb that they stole from us.
Okay.
They took this. We had to remove it from a temple because it was causing the storms. I'm sure you've heard of that.
He gets up out of his seat and kind of leans forward and he like looks all around it, like almost entranced by it, as it's some new piece of information that he hasn't gotten before. Interesting. Sorry, did you ask something about this? I have not seen this before. Well, I haven't. I didn't know it was in play.
No, I'm simply giving you this information in trade of the what you just told me.
Very well. I think that's certainly worth the gold piece. And he puts his hands like back on the table. And you can take your gold piece.
Pocket my gold piece again. One more thing.
Absolutely.
A free bit of information.
We lost somebody. I don't remember. Oh, we lost James.
We lost Bell.
Battle. No, we just lost his camera. He's still here.
The government building. They're in possession of a certain object. Magical of nature. Not quite sure what it is. But I'm letting you know now, because any information you come across, I'd like to know about it.
Alright. Well, I will say... Well, you can find me here. I won't go out of my way to find you, but if you decide you want to come back here and you have some more information to share and trade, I will give you any information I have on that.
Very well. It was nice doing business.
Nice doing business. And he goes back to arranging bits of pieces, and you see him carving kind of like erratically, and you now you notice on the table there's been like
hundreds of little like flowers drawn, like carved into the table with like a knife. And he goes back to doing that.
He shares information and he's crazy. Yay!
What a man.
What
Alright.
did you expect?
So, you head back to. I assume you guys are all gathering at like the Tipsy Cat because you're still waiting on Freyla. Freyla doesn't take any longer. Once you guys arrive back, she arrives back. Because technically, well, chronologically, this, like, in the session it happened after everybody did everything. It's happening coinciding with all the stuff you guys were doing. Okay, you guys.
How did y'all find the star medal, Smithy?
I swing my arrows around. Look!
I got an upgrade, and I'll show the sword. Tired of having to waste money on ice magic stuff. I'd rather
Star
just
medal.
deal with them.
You mentioned that there was
Oh,
ice
dang, aren't
damage.
some of us fancy?
That really would have been useful. I was trying to find some potions of resistance, but nothing at the what was that place called again? Some bubbling
Cauldrons and brimming vials. Sorry, I was taking a few notes down.
Bubbling cauldron and brimming vials. So BCBV, the BCBV, had some resistance potions, but they were far too expensive. 500 platinum.
Yeah, Ruby almost had to sell me.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know. It's for dramatic flair.
Valora at the Star Metal Smithy is a very wonderful woman. She offered me a quest to go look for Star Metal. Apparently, there are meteor showers that come into the area. Stars that fall from the sky seem very interesting to me. So, I might be taking up that quest once it comes along sometime around this week or next, I believe. I should probably have asked her.
Did you actually write the note down? Or, because I have the note down.
I didn't write it down, but I knew she said within a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since Rubyx is relatively smart, and this was canonically only a few days ago, she said the first of Lavorin.
Since he is technically smart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well,
only on the technical.
In the real world, it has been 3 weeks since you found out this information, but in game, it has been a day, 2 days.
Yeah, I
so
haven't.
I'm willing to part with that information.
Nice.
First. When it comes to information about you guys figuring out long-standing things, I will withhold that. But when it's a quest time frame, I'll let you know.
Nice.
Anything else you guys would like to talk about?
So this group is very dangerous, and though I am reluctant to gather any more information, I think it is in our best interest to find out more about them, so we can be more, or so we can avoid them more easily.
What group?
The group we just fought this earlier today.
The big old bullies.
Hey, interestingly
Or
enough,
not even fought,
Miss
actually.
Mason, you don't have your elemental gem in your inventory. Would you like me to add that?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to add it.
I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Interesting story.
How do I add my arrows?
She dropped it in the forest when she ran.
Are we all together?
Yeah, I think we're all
I would assume at this point we are.
So I just want to be I had the intention to head to the archives to maybe find out anything on this group. Do we, as a team, I guess I can call us team or whatever, do we have any desire to look for them?
Yes.
Maybe. Oh. Well, that's a yes from Jungrak. What about the rest of you? I'm certainly leaning in the direction of finding out who the hell stole from us.
In order to aid in what Killian's trying to do, even if you're not
James-
invested in us being a team, the Fenless Watch, as you
Huh?
clearly saw, will make it worth your time if you decide to help us.
I do like money.
I don't know if this is intentional, James, but you do have half of your face is missing on your camera most of the time.
Oh yeah. No, it's not really intentional. I'm very close to like my camera.
No. Okay, I was just making sure you were aware.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
no,
let you guys continue talking about your plans. Sorry. I will stop.
I was
So,
eating earlier.
How do you all feel about getting more information? And you know, I'm not saying let's jump over there now. Let's collect more information and see what we have at hand. And see if this is worth pursuing.
That depends on how we approach it. Hopefully it's nothing like last time. Freyla says as she glares at Jungrak.
Yeah.
Let's not be hasty now. I wouldn't want to jump in on this situation haphazardly. The more information we know, the better I can collect my thoughts on this matter.
So, to the archives, I guess.
Hopefully, we do find something there.
Yeah,
Where else do you
whatever.
plan on getting information?
Well, I'm not necessarily well connected. I'm making use of the connection I have in the city, and that's with the archives.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else has any other avenue. If you do, let us know.
I believe the best source that I could come up with is just talking to people who've come in and out of the city recently.
I wouldn't go poking around in the city.
We could
Yes.
also follow the track.
We
No,
could,
no,
but-
that is far too dangerous. I would say
If we wait for the Fenless Watch to gather information, we should have an answer in a day or two. I
there.
can't guarantee the answer will be satisfying.
I'm assuming we're on our way.
Yeah. You guys make your way, from the outside of the Tipsy Cat to the section of the city that you just came from earlier today. The sun is getting further down in the sky, and as you're passing through crowds, Rubyx, you catch sight of the familiar gray cloak, just for an instant, and then no more. You make your way to the archive, the building with the sky roof. Walk inside. You see, I forget his name, but I have it in my notes, which is why I have notes. Jordan. You guys see Jordan, the strong-built, dark-weathered-skinned man, old but spry, wearing the white Elytrium monk clothes and the red sash indicating the Strathbolt Monastery. He comes out from behind his desk. Oh, Killian, was it?
Correct, Jordan. I give him like the little monk shit.
Sure, you give him a little bow. He gives you the same respectful bow. Come back for more information.
That did not sound respectful.
Yeah. listen, in character, Killian was perfectly respectful. Yeah. We we have a bit of a development. I'll leave it at that. And I was hoping you could help us find some information on a group, I guess. The best description I have would be seashells of the sort on their armor, I believe similar to, and I point to Kunal.
I'll point to Freyla. Freyla, do the thing.
Pearl's gonna like trace runes in the air and minor illusion one of the guys that attacked us.
Sure. He gives it a little squint.
I can't say So you encountered one of these individuals recently?
Yes.
Well, I can't say that I've seen them recently, but I think I do have something that could be of use.
And he's gonna go and make his way briskly, but not like running, of course, but briskly.
Is it a sharp stick? I ask as he walks away.
A sharp stick. No, this is a bit of a thorn in the history side of things.
Alright. So. Well, all of you know, all of you should have known if you had any sort of history class at all, would know about the spell plague. But more importantly, after the spell plague, there was an event that in the history books is known as the Elemental Scourge, which is not as widely known as the spell plague. But during the Elemental Scourge, on the continent of Faerun, there was a group called the Elemental Evil. Whether or not they were called that themselves, or if that's what the history books refer to them as, there was a group called the Elemental Evil. And these people were cultists, who each served a particular plane of elements. The plane of water, the plane of fire, the plane of earth, and the plane of air. Each had a group. And he pulls out a book and lays down like a big, fat history book. And on the front it says, the events that unfolded during the Elemental Scourge. And it's like this huge, like, voluminous book. Kind of like a encyclopedia of sorts. If you want the short and quick, people, I believe, if you look through here, and he flips through it kind of quickly, looking for, like, the chapter on the, they're called the Crushing Wave. And he finds a chapter on the Crushing Wave, and he says, here we go. And there's not a lot of pictures in this book, but there is like a sketch on this page, and it's not exactly the same, but there is someone wearing like armor that's made of shells. Similar, but nowhere near exactly the same as what you guys have seen, but it's similar enough that there is definitely some sort of relation.
So this group is called the Crashing Wave, you said?
Well, this group was. It's unlikely that whatever you saw is exactly the same thing, as that occurred roughly 450 years ago.
Can I look over to Freyla? I'm like, can you show her that rock thing?
The orb.
Yeah, the thing that
They stole.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna illusion the orb as well.
Takes a look at the orb. I mean, you could check through here, and he kind of quickly flips through it again. Like, you can see his eyes quickly scanning the pages.
I don't know of a mention of any orb. I mean, I've seen summoning orbs that, or crystals or gems that summon elementals, and it's sort of similar, but it doesn't look like that's what that is. I don't exactly know what that is. I need more details on its properties. There are a lot of orbs, as you would imagine, in the world.
Well, if it was connected to anything, it was the elementals. There was one guarding it.
Let me look around. And he, once again, like more slowly now, flips through it. Sorry, there's nothing in particular about this orb you're talking about, but hopefully the information about the people you saw gives you a bit of insight. It's good to know history, because history tends to repeat itself, and this may be one of those times.
And
We're
well,
suggesting that there's a resurgence of these elemental evil.
Well, it's a possibility. They were obviously unsuccessful in their prospect, but they specifically
seen
wanted
them.
to summon elementals to this plane for their own, to have power, essentially. I don't know if
That
that's this
certainly
group's-
matches the description of what we've been fighting over these past few days.
So
This is-
something I
is
will
very
say is that
foreboding.
this isn't exactly my lore. This is something that happened in like one of the earlier editions of D&D. There's actually a whole module on it called Elemental Evil.
Yeah, let's go. Historical D&D. Curse of Strahd. I'm just kidding.
But so's the spell plague. So a lot of things that are history in this campaign are spun kind of in my own way, based off of like
No, Ben, you're a loser.
actual official source material. Like the spell plague is very different in our world than it is from like D&D's world.
No, Ben, you're a nerd.
I see. Well, I appreciate the information, Jordan.
Of course.
I'd imagine you'll probably see us again at some point. We're at the moment stationed in the city, you could say. Have you heard anything from the monastery, Strafbalt specifically?
Regarding what you were looking for, right?
Or just in general? Maybe anything the abbot is looking for or needs me to do?
No information for you on regards to missions of the sort, but no information either on the thing you were looking for the last time you were here. If I get anything, I will hold that information for you, though.
Okay. And I would hope that when you find that information, you'd run it by me first.
Sure, I can do that. Where are you staying? I can maybe come by.
Recently at the Tipsy Cat.
Oh, I know that quaint little place. I like it. All right. Well, anything else I can get
one
for
more
you?
request.
Tell me, Jordan. And
Yes.
I look over like nervously at him. How close are these elemental evil to accomplishing their goals?
Like many things in history, pretty close. Definitely not as close as the group over in Faerun called it 30 years ago, but you know, they had managed to summon some of the older elementals to the plane, some of the really powerful and old ones. But they were defeated by 4 different groups of adventurers working together at the time.
I just look away. I stare at the ground. I see.
You might have spooked him.
Sorry, that was 4 or 50 years ago. You don't have to worry about them anymore. I mean, even all the heroes are dead. Even the elf in that group.
Interesting.
He's not talking. He's obviously not talking about your group. This is one from. This happened.
Yeah, you
this
mentioned an elf
happened-
dying, and I was like, wait a minute.
This happened 420 years before the Stardust Goons beat Tarsus.
420 years, Ben?
Yo,
Yo, stop.
Was he a high elf, Ben?
Maybe. Fuck.
Okay. Well, Jordan, thanks for whatever. Well, not whatever. Thank you for your information.
Of course. I hope it's helpful in whatever you may be doing in regards to them. Stay safe.
I actually have one more request.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you have any books on geography?
Geography. Plenty.
Particularly the northern coast?
The northern coast. Sure.
And he goes and he finds this shelf that has like what appears to be I forget what they're called, but you know, like the things like that you put like scrolls in that they used to use for like papyrus and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He has one of those. He twists it out. He blows some dust off of it. Pulls out a map that looks relatively new. It seems that people don't really come here to look at the maps, but they do have them archived. And he spreads out like a relatively new map of Iordia.
Well, I've got the whole map of Iordia here. Is there anything you're looking for?
Anyone particularly familiar with coast?
With which coast?
The East Coast, yeah.
What was around the area that he told me? The other guy told me they might have.
He said to look. He said to look for any sources of water. So, as you're looking at this big map, there are a couple sources of water. So I will point them out on this map. There's the Bayless Spring, which is immediately nearby. Aside from that, the biggest sources of fresh water are the Great Iodrinian Lakes. There are obviously little like ponds and stuff nearby, but ones that are large, I would say, that are noteworthy are actually put on the map. This isn't to say that there aren't any other sources of water besides like these 4 locations. But the big ones he shows are that you can see are the rivers, the wetlands, the Bayless Springs, and the Great Iodrinian Lakes.
Oh, did he specifically mention it was a freshwater location?
No, he didn't specifically say freshwater. That was a slip of tongue by me. But he said you would check near water.
Okay.
And the closest source of water to where the Temple of Umberly was is either the river, the northern river that runs from Fenlaor, or the Bayless Spring.
Well, if you were a cultist group, where would you put a base?
If I was a cultist, particularly obsessed with water, I'd probably go to one of the lakes, but nearby, because I like being near the city, I'd pick the Bayless Spring. Quaint little place. Very deep, underwater caverns stretching for miles underneath there.
Okay.
And any other questions?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, he packs up the map, puts it back on the shelf, puts it back in its container, begins to go back to his desk.
Well, if you need me, you know where I am. I'm always here. Well, except for nighttime, then I'm sleeping in the back.
Thank you again, Jordan. You'll certainly probably hear from us again. And I leave.
Yeah, I raise my eyes, give a little bow.
Yeah. Okay. Not chug. All right. So you guys make your way out. I assume you're going back to the Tipsy Cat. At this point, the sun is beginning to set. It's around 6 p.m. Shops are not closing yet. But if you have any last... What?
Would my bow be finished?
She did say by sunset.
Okay, so I'll swing by there.
All right, you stop by. You see Valora. Valora comes out. Oh, hello. I feel like I should get your name because we've seen each other twice now. Valora.
Oh, I'm Kunal.
Yeah.
I just give her a hand.
Yeah, she hands you the She gingerly hands you your bow back, and she's kind of done it in a way that, like, they aren't spikes sitting out, so, like, if you wanted to put it on your back, it wouldn't, like, have the chance of poking into your arm or anything. It's, like, almost inlaid with, like, the edge of the bow as, like, these sharp edges.
I'll give it a twirl.
Yeah, it's a tiny, the tiniest bit heavier, but not by much. I hope you like it.
This is amazing.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure doing business. If you ever have any star metal or metal needs, just come on back here.
Yeah,
I'll
will
be
do.
around.
And I will head out.
All right. But yeah, if you guys have any more shops you want to go to, now would be the time. Other than that, you'd be going back to the Tipsy Cat for the second night that you've stayed here without paying. So it's just going to rack up your tally, rack up your bill. Which is not very expensive.
So poor.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
mind
think we're-
rooming with me tonight? I would like to discuss something
course,
with you.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And I like rub my prosthetic arm a little bit.
Okay. So Kunal and Freyla will be staying together tonight. Killian and Jungrak, no changes, and Mason and Rubyx. Okay. So you guys get back after a kind of exhausting 2 days of travel.
How much
back
is
up-
food again?
And drinks.
Like,
Oh yeah, you guys would have had to take since you've been traveling these past 2 days, just take out the 2 rations, and that would have been your food for the day. You don't really have to worry about that.
alright.
I'm now out of rations.
You're out of
I'm
rations.
almost out of rations.
I
I have
have
one.
5 left.
Yeah, I bought a bunch the very first time we bought rations, and now I'm out.
In case you guys want to maybe bypass going to a shop just to buy rations, I'll figure out how much they are while Mason and Rubyx discuss whatever they were going to discuss.
Wait, I went to remove 2 and I got rid of all of them. No.
Do you know how many you had?
I think I should have like 6 left.
Okay. Rations for 1 day cost 5 silver pieces. So if you want to remove however many rations you'd like to have, it's 5 silver pieces per 1 day of rations. So do that with as you will. I am not going to limit the amount of rations that you can buy.
Do rations last forever?
Yeah, they're like salted, so I'm not going to have them spoil. That's the question.
Yeah.
Buy 4 more.
Mason and Rubyx, you guys are up in your room as everyone else is getting ready for bed.
I got a nightcap before I go up.
Okay, you grab a quick nightcap.
Okay.
That's just a... What are you getting specifically?
Toxic waste, bro.
Okay, that's just a silver piece.
I'll have one of those too. I need to forget I almost died.
Okay, you grab it.
I'll buy it for him.
Okay, you buy it for him, trying to
Yeah.
create more
Yeah.
alcoholics.
Yeah. Jungrak will partake for once.
Okay, well, maybe before you guys go up to your rooms, maybe Rubyx and Mason go up to their rooms together, but the 3 of you, and perhaps Freyla, I don't know, stay down and have a drink and maybe a discussion about the events.
Freyla just stay downstairs.
Okay.
Alright. Show Mason.
Yeah.
I admit I've been feeling uneasy about the current
What about Ruby?
state of events. Just in general, how much we've been fighting these past few days. I don't think I'm cut out for it, to be honest with you.
You don't think you're cut
It
out
was-
for adventuring anymore?
Not when there's just so much fighting. I wanted to go on this adventure with you because I wanted to discover new things, magic items. That was one of the things we've we've gotten, which I was very happy about. But it was at the cost of almost losing people. And it is never my intention to put anyone else's lives in danger. Especially you, Mason.
Well, I appreciate that, Ruby. But, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like adventuring. It's kind of fun getting to know all the new people. And, I mean, the fighting's not exactly great, especially because I'm not exactly great at it. But, at the very least, I want to go after the guys who attacked us because, quite frankly, I don't really like the fact that they pinned me down. I don't like being detained, and I don't like people who think they can bully other people into whatever they want.
These people that I have a feeling our group is bent on finding these people. I don't know what they plan to do when they find these people, but there will no doubt be bloodshed.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna kick them in the shins.
Mason, I don't think these are the type of people who go down so easily. I'm saying...
Alright, fine. I'll have Jungrak kick them in the shins.
No, Mason, what I'm getting at is... I don't think we should pursue this any longer. I feel it
But
best
Ruby,
that we
we
leave
only
this up
just
to the
started.
authorities. This isn't about adventuring anymore. This is... Lives are at stake.
But the authorities clearly haven't been able to handle it. So we leave things up to them, more lives are at stake, and then there's a whole hoobla blah, and everybody's in danger.
I know we have things to do. I know what must be done. I understand the sentiment coming from people who are younger than me. They want to make a name for themselves. I understand. It isn't just about us. But something tells me that I'm not cut out for this. And I'm not strong enough to go against the will of this group we're in. The chances are I'll be caught in the fire. Or caught in the crossfire. Just promise me that you look after yourself. Don't go into any danger if you know you can't do it. Promise me you'll be safe.
Shoot, Ruby, you don't need to get all serious about this. I won't let anything happen to you, I promise.
It is reassuring to hear. Now I don't plan on losing this fight. In fact, I think this actually might be in our best interest to pursue. Perhaps we can find more information about these people and stop them before they harm anyone else.
Well, yeah, I hope
And
so.
I've not studied on war games. But the actions of these cult members, how they attacked us in the dead of night, something tells me they are not a large enough group to show their face. We have a chance, is what I'm saying. A slim chance, but a chance nonetheless.
So you're saying you still want to go after them?
No, by all means we should avoid it. But I'm too weak to oppose our group. And I have a feeling our group wants to do this.
Well, I think you're probably right. I think we should probably stick with the group at least for now. I mean, the whole reason my sister sent me up here to the northern area so that I would be out of trouble and doing the right thing or whatever. And you've been a real good influence on me, Ruby. Honestly, you helped me a lot. But like, I think we're supposed to be here with the rest of them. I don't really know about the whole cosmic whatever fate or whatever, but it just kind of feels like something we're supposed to be doing.
You know, you might be right.
Of course I'm right, Ruby. I'm me.
That you are. That you are. Oh, it's best we go to bed and reserve our strength. Who knows what
strength,
will
old
come
man?
up tomorrow?
I'm kidding.
Surely you jest. I am as strong as I was in my 20s.
In your 20s, Ruby, I'm pretty sure even in your 20s, you and I would still both be the weakest links here.
I give like a little chuckle, and I start like dismantling my prosthetic arm and putting my eye out to go to bed.
So I will say both Rubyx and Mason, you can add inspiration to your character sheets.
Yeah, let's go.
That was very nice. Also, now that
Man, that was staged. No.
I just want you to know, Ben, that the whole time this heart-to-heart was happening, we were just exchanging Kingdom Hearts quotes.
Dude, I was trying to ignore the. I was trying so hard to ignore.
Yeah, I really hope that you didn't have that chat open because we were just saying a lot of dumb shit.
But I will say that was very good. But I do something I had to stop myself from saying was when Mason said that she doesn't like bullies. I'm like, so Mason's Captain America now. Like she said the quote almost exactly. She was like, "See, I don't like people who pick on people. I don't like bullies." And I was like, "All right."
Get her a shield.
I was trying my best to actually respond normally because I'm like, oh, he's being serious. I have to not be a goon person.
Downstairs, Jungrak, Killian, and Kunal are like, drink.
I don't think
it's nearly that upbeat then.
More like,
they're all just sitting around like.
Pretty much.
Well,
Skyrim drinking?
a little faster.
But yeah, you guys drink your drinks.
Is what we got an actual drink, or is it the concoction that Jose keeps putting in his water skin?
It's the concoction.
I am not drinking.
Oh my
water.
god, you're right.
Right. Well, if that's
Alice?
the case.
Alice. Well, that's your name, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Alice.
I need another go of this to the brim, please.
Okay, that'll be a gold piece, and she begins to. She fills your water skin with alcohol. Killian, when's the last time you had water?
Bro.
No.
Is that like Alice or DM?
No,
No,
DM.
that's the answer. The answer is no.
It's just
not
a
yet,
joke,
am I?
really. But yeah, she fills it
I
up.
don't know. He opened his mouth during the storm. He got some water.
Are you guys just drinking and going to bed?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we will try to do something about this group in the morning.
Jungrak's gonna look over to you and gesture for you to give him the water skin.
I'm gonna use the restroom.
He's gonna go like this. He's gonna go.
What do you want?
I want some.
Oh,
I want some.
I mean, I can just buy you another round. I need to save this for when. Yeah, I'll throw another silver piece. Buy
Okay.
Jungrak another round.
Okay, you buy him another round. You have like
Silver piece, right? Yeah.
like basically a whiskey glass worth of this
The concoction.
Yeah, which is called
Alright.
toxic waste.
It's toxic
Right.
waste.
I don't want to know what it's called. I'm gonna kick it back. He
It's
kicks it
toxic,
back.
like me.
I guess since James is taking a bathroom break, I'm gonna quickly take a bathroom break as you guys get a long rest. Someone, when James gets back, remind him that he can make random elixirs. I don't think he knows he can. Because that's pretty classic James.
Very well.
You don't call him out until he's not here.
That is pretty toxic.
I don't always do it to my face, though. That's bullshit.
Damn.
He'll tell me how it is to my face. He knows I'll beat his
Great
ass.
confrontation with James.
Okay, there we go. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey, it's James. Right on cue.
Hey, James, did you know that Ben's afraid of you?
What? Where'd he go?
He's afraid. He knew you were coming back, so he ran.
God.
Also, you can make elixirs or something?
Yeah, apparently you can make a an alchemy elixir.
I honestly, I haven't really looked too much into it. So I'm going to have to get back to you on that.
Well, he wanted us to
Something
tell
like
you.
a random. Yeah, he wanted us to remind you.
Oh.
So when are we going to talk about the fact that Freyla's a Judas?
What do you mean? I ain't no loser.
I didn't say you were a loser. I said you were a Judas.
Didn't he feel guilty about lying afterwards?
That's afterwards.
All right, well, your statement's inaccurate.
After the consequences of his actions were seen through. There have been no consequences yet.
So is Freyla gonna roast the shit out of Jungrak now, or?
Oh, were you not already doing that?
I guess I should make these
What
elixirs
did I
now.
do?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, earlier when I glared at you, that was part of it.
You said something, and I chose to ignore it.
Are you gonna tell us what you roll, or are you just gonna like keep it to yourself?
It was even, so I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Huh?
I was asking James.
Oh.
Yeah, I should. It's a D6 roll.
I mean, I'm not like, are you gonna tell us what it is, or is like you want to like leave it a mystery till the situation calls for it?
A mystery drink.
Are you gonna be like, not even I know what this potion does?
I would assume I would
find
know
out.
what the potion does, but I make it like I don't know.
Think of it as an interactive experiment.
You drink it, and we learn what it is.
You drink it, you might die, or you might.
Or you might become a god.
Do you know how to add inspiration to your sheet,
Give it a Mason.
Rachel?
Huh?
Do you know how to add inspiration to your
Huh?
sheet? Do you know how to add
Maybe.
inspiration to your sheet?
It's a possibility that I do.
Okay, you added it. So you guys wake up the next morning, refreshed, rested, ready for the day. Head down to the bottom
that's
part
like.
of the inn. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the morning? Or you guys... Because you guys haven't talked about what you wanted to do today.
I will have a glass of water.
I was just joking.
I gotta.
It doesn't... in every day, you have to
I will
consume
have a glass of water.
a certain amount of water. So you would have had to have drinking water as Killian. But sure.
Yeah,
have a glass
but
of water.
apparently I have to point it out. So.
You don't have to point it out. I just was making a joke.
Well, I pointed it out.
Okay. Well, what are you guys doing? What are you guys talking about? What are you...
We're just
I'm
waiting
gonna
on
roll
information,
for
right?
my elixir first, and then
Sure.
because I can use it after a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, let's go.
All right.
All right.
You're now
I
drowning.
literally rolled and I got the healing potion or the
Nice.
healing elixir. Let's go.
It'll be treated the same as a potion. So if you use your full action to drink it, you'll get the full effects. You don't have to roll at all. And obviously, if you use a bonus action, you have to roll. So yeah, you spend some time, Mason. When you get up and you go downstairs, you like peek over and you see Rubyx kind of like he doesn't even have his prosthetic arm on yet, but he's just kind of like manipulating with his right arm, just kind of like a few tools. He puts some droppers in a empty flask, and then there's like this bubbling and a red liquid kind of sprouts up from the bottom of the glass, and he gets excited, smiles a bit, and then puts it in his pocket.
You making poison?
Yo, wait, potion? Potions of healing. Wait. How much do they weigh? They weigh half a pound. Sorry, I was experimenting a little bit. This might be useful for us later. Anyway, we have adventuring to go on today, shall we? I believe it I look at it and can I tell like what it is?
Yeah, you know what it is. You know that it's a potion of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard if like you had to keep that meta knowledge and you're like, all right, try this potion, it might be helpful. No, yeah, you know what it does.
Potion of healing. I just made it.
Lit.
I don't even think I've ever taken a potion of healing. Well, call me Ruby the Cool.
Ruby the Cool. I like it. Wow, you can actually make these things now? Good, because I probably can't steal any no more. They put that padlock on that thing in the store. Buy them with responsible adult money.
Well, it's so loud.
They're both still in the room. Like,
okay.
As she was leaving like their room, Rubyx was still working on something.
Oh, okay.
All right, now both of you get back your inspiration for that.
All right, let me just go back into my character sheet real quick.
Rubyx the Cool.
But
Ruby
yeah.
the Cool.
Can you name yourself that?
No.
You're all downstairs now. You would need to discuss what you're doing today at this point.
And be like, introducing Ruby the Cool.
All right, I'm gonna skip downstairs. Like
Rubyx
adventure.
The Cool.
Bro, that is the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever seen. I have Duolingo, and it said, these reminders don't seem to be working. We'll stop sending them for now. Alright, bastard.
Alright, is everyone gathered up then?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to discuss exactly what we're doing here.
I imagine we're gonna try to follow the trail. We may still have a lead on. I wish we had more to go on, but I advise caution. The more we pursue.
Yes, I believe this group that we are facing, how they attacked us was quite odd. It wasn't to announce their presence. It was more to secretly attack us. So I have this gut feeling that they're not ready to expose themselves. And like most cults, they are probably few in numbers. Unless they're large.
Well, where was this optimism yesterday?
Let's just say I've grown weary of being old and have started looking at more youthful outlooks on life.
Works for me. Are we heading out? Anyone need any more preparations? I've got mine, and I point to my water skin.
Do we need
I
to
think
swing by
before
the
we...
Fenless Watch?
Yes.
Also, I remember when we went to the potion store for the first time, the vendor mentioned where she gets her supplies from. It was like a swamp or something.
Yes, she gets horror stuff from the Vagon wetlands.
Are we going to be near that in the direction that we're traveling?
No, sorry. That is all the way by Vagon Lae.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That is the furthest west you could go.
Okay. I just wanted to know, because if we were going to head that way, then I would have gone and bought a what do you call it, alchemist kit.
Yeah, I got you.
But no, we're not going over there then. I'll hold off.
So I will say, Jungrak, you would know that at this point, the Fenless Watch would have no more information than you. In fact, they might even have less because of all the bureaucracy they have to go through.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Like, you can go there if you really want to, but like, as your character has dealt with this, you would know that at best the paperwork got finished yesterday, maybe.
So what you're saying is that if I was going to have heard anything, I would have already been told it.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, yeah. I'll relay
Just so you
that
don't have to
information.
waste your time going over there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
your character would know
I'll-
this.
I'll relay that information.
Okay. So you guys heading out?
Seems it's time to get our hands dirty.
Right, you are, and I
Why
like
does that sound weird when you
elbow.
say it?
I elbow Killian.
Might be the alcohol. I don't know.
All right. But you guys gather your things, and with more spirit in your step than the return journey, head out with purpose. The Bayless Spring is decently far away, even with Kunal's expert. I guess that's where you're going, right? That's what the discussion was.
I would assume so.
Okay. Even with Kunal's better navigation of the grasslands, it still takes you the entire day to get there. Night begins to fall as you guys begin to see the large, expansive spring, and you guys can see now that they're like at the bottom. It's very deep, but the spring is so clear that you can't really tell how deep it is, but it must be massively deep. And you can see like little like juts and cave structures and little sparkles of glimmers of some sort of crystals deep beneath the spring water. It would be at this point that you guys would have to start investigating and looking for any signs of this cult of sorts.
I'm gonna look for seashells.
Okay,
Did the blood
make
trail
a perception check for. There was no blood trail.
Are there any? Are there any structures near this lake at all?
Make a perception check.
I got 11.
11? You don't see any seashell. Well, you do, but you don't see any like big seashells. You see like what you would typically find at the shore of any body of water. Tiny little shells washed up on the beach. I mean, there's some pretty shells, but you don't see anything large that is indicative of what you saw on the people wearing the armor. What was your roll, Jungrak?
18 total.
18 total, looking for structures. You don't see any structures in the general sense, but you do see that at a certain point along the lakefront, the spring side. It's weird because it is a spring, but it's humongous, the size of a lake. So we'll just say lakefront for ease of terminology, but there's almost like a piling of rocks at a certain point. Higher than what seems normal.
I'm gonna go investigate that.
Okay. Are you approaching just normally, or are you trying to approach quietly? It is nighttime now. Like, you guys have obviously darkness as your friend in this moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stealthily approach, I suppose.
Alright, make a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
I'll be keeping watch the whole time.
Okay.
I'll flip on my
it is
goggles
raining.
of the night.
Make sure you report anything you find and stay in groups.
That's smart, old man. I'll go with Jungrak then.
Okay, make a stealth check as you go along with him.
Natural 20! First roll!
Man, I hate this game.
Alright.
8.
8.
You got inspiration.
With Killian's help, you guys do approach very quietly and very stealthily. As you did not fail terribly, Jungrak. Killian's natural 20 helps with the roll. Do you need to go somewhere? I saw you taking off your headset. Goodbye. Goodbye, old friend. The rest of you, is there anything you'd like to be doing?
Where exactly are we?
You guys are at Bayless Spring, so I will. If you're in the Roll20, I'll ping it for you. It is right there.
Okay, is that where the temple was nearby?
Yes, actually, the temple is very close by. It's not within sight, but you guys did pass it on the way here. So the little X mark right there, that's the Umberlee's temple. Bayless Spring is very close by.
Is this where the people are running towards?
Yeah, I guess we should use whatever direction you track them in
When you
reference.
tracked them the last time, When you got back, obviously, the trail wasn't there because it had been a whole day that had passed. But this was generally the direction that you feel that they were heading the last time you saw them. You don't know for sure. I mean, once again, you weren't with them the whole time. This is just an educated guess based on the information that you've acquired over this period of time.
Guess I'll try to pick up whatever they've left behind. I don't know.
Okay.
Because there's not really a trail, so I'm not sure what I could do there.
Yeah, you go ahead and make a survival check. You know, you are in your favorite terrain still.
Okay.
Once you guys actually, if you guys were to go into the spring, you obviously wouldn't be, but...
That is a 24.
24. Something you do notice is that in the direction that Killian and Jungrak are heading, like, while you're doing all this, it's discreet, and the tracks have been covered up, but the floor is, the grounds, like the dirt, heading in the direction of, like, the pile of rocks that they're heading to is more matted and more pressed into the ground. And there's not, like, footprints, but it's almost like there's a lot of foot traffic here, as if someone, like you know, like how on forest trails, while, like, technically there isn't, like, an established area that someone has officially made as, like, a road, if people walk over a certain area enough, it looks different.
I guess I'll walk over very quickly and try to get their attention.
Okay, are you stealthing over? Because they're already there at this point.
Yeah, I'll stealth my way over, just in case.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing? The three of you.
You mentioned there were, like, underground caverns, right?
Yeah, there are underground caverns beneath the spring.
Can I see the entrance to them?
You don't... Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I got a 24 in my stealth.
24 on your stealth? Yeah, you catch up to them quietly.
I'm gonna go with Freyla. There must be some sort of mechanism.
Okay.
Around here.
13 total?
15
perhaps,
total?
13. Perhaps not too
13. Rubyx, if you're going to do the same thing as Freyla, you can't give her advantage, but you can roll your own perception check.
Okay.
Mason, would you like to go with them or do anything?
I'll follow Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 13.
13. So
should I roll for keeping watch?
This is all happening simultaneously. So Kunal did that thing. Freyla, Rubyx, and Mason are off to check the lakefront, and you guys are heading towards the rocks. So like, technically, you're still stealthing over there. You guys don't see any entrances that are above water. You guys can see that there's obviously clearly entrances to below water caverns that are submerged, but nothing that looks like, you know, people could actively, like, make a base inside. Alright, so we kind of have to wait for Nick to get back.
Man.
Since his camera's off, does that mean the stream's all fucky?
Yes, it does mean that the stream is all fucky.
Language!
She is Captain America.
Let's see. Has he said anything? No, he hasn't.
Well, cult expert Rubyx, what's your take on this?
Oh, I wouldn't say cult expert, but since we're dealing with supposedly water as our basis, perhaps we can speak to the water.
Huh?
Perhaps
I am obviously talking about the gem, the one with the water elemental. Perhaps it could help convey any secret water things. I don't know.
Isn't that a one-time use, though?
Is it?
Yeah, she has to smack. Unfortunately, Mason doesn't notice this at the time, but you do, Rubyx, that she has to smash the gem to summon the water elemental.
Let's not go to that extreme.
Yeah, she has the gem. She knows nothing of its inner workings at the moment. because you haven't told her.
Oh,
But
Did you not tell her?
I guess not. I don't know.
She really just took it.
That's rude.
so she thinks that she gets to keep a pretty gem.
Okay. Well,
Hey Nick, are you back?
I guess not.
All right, so just to keep things moving, Kunal and Killian and Jungrak, you guys approach this like rocky outcrop.
Oh.
Oh, now Kenny's dead.
My bad. My headphones died, so I had to switch.
No, you're fine.
So what was that?
So you, Killian, and Jungrak approach the rocky outcrop.
I
Yes.
will I will check for like people.
I guess
Okay.
I'll try to follow those matted grass things.
Yeah, it leads straight up. Eventually, it gets to dirt, and it leads up to the edge of the this rocky structure. Go ahead and make a perception check,
Who?
Killian, because you wanted to see if there's anybody around.
It's a 20, not natural.
20, not natural. You don't see anybody in the immediate vicinity.
Looks safe.
Oh. I didn't know I could do that.
I'm not really sure what we can do here without him.
Sure.
You know, this is a great time to talk about our sponsor. And it's our same sponsor for the past 6 sessions.
Are you
That's
serious?
Ben. Just think about all the things we couldn't do if he didn't pay for all of it.
All right. Would the rest of you like to converge with the rest of the group, the 3 that were checking the lakefront?
Yeah,
I will
unfortunately,
drop-
it's a dead end, so
I will
guess
drop
we regroup.
Ben's Venmo in the
It is frustrating, but
in the chat in case anyone is inclined.
Oh my god.
oh my god!
I don't know if
please.
that's
Fund
legal.
our
Don't do
future
that.
endeavors.
This is
Donations.
Um,
Those aren't illegal.
but
No, but it might be against
it might be against Twitch policy.
Probably.
yeah. If you could just
But
talk about
Mason, Rubyx, and
donating a
Freyla, if you guys would
subscription.
like to approach, please make stealth checks.
Oh boy.
oh god, dang.
Oh, is that a natural one again? That's like the 3rd one this session.
Oh look, he said he missed a bit, but he's listening now.
Yeah, I saw that.
God, let's go.
Let's go, lesbians. Let's go.
22.
22. Was yours actually a natural one?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, that's a natural 1 plus. Plus 5 though.
Oh, we're plussing things?
Oh my
What
God.
is
I got like a
is
6.
this? Stealth?
Yeah, so stealth. While they're approaching, Killian and Kunal, would you guys like to inspect the rocky outcrop?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
maybe. Do you
Yeah,
think
but
it's...
I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
I should be able to climb it, maybe.
If you guys would like to look into it, you can make an investigation check, one of you with advantage. You guys can decide who gets to make the roll.
Meta knowledge, I only have a +1.
I mean, same. But hey, but I've been
Okay.
lucky, so I'll roll.
Yeah, I'll let him do it.
Bro.
15.
Okay, 15. You see what appears to be almost engraved within the rock is almost like this little seashell, like carved and chiseled into the rock. And as you find this, Rubyx quietly approaches behind you. Mason quietly approaches behind you.
Who are you people? No, I'm just kidding.
I unsheathe my staff.
And as you do that, you accidentally bump Freyla. Freyla falls forward and hits the button, and
You're kidding.
Are you kidding?
You're kidding.
Dude, I didn't
thank
know
you
we
for
were
adding
freaking
flavor to the
Scooby-Doo.
natural one.
You're kidding. All right.
And you see a dark passageway leading down.
I don't like this.
I found our entrance.
I turned to Mason and I'm like, this is really we're really doing this.
I mean, we found the place,
Yeah.
so we don't necessarily have to go in. And now we know where it is.
I warily look at Jungrak.
Battle, are you gonna be able to talk in a second?
I pick up Freyla, knowing that because she fell, knowing that I can have no contribution in picking her up because I'm weak as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, weak as hell, Captain America.
But yeah, you guys are at the precipice of this passage that leads down. So you guys are a little bit removed from the lake. So it leads down and it seems to go beneath the waterfront. But there's no water in the passage.
If I can trouble you, what did I miss?
You
we
missed-
found the
I kind of just rolled my stealth check, muted my headset, and walked away.
Yeah.
And then like a minute ago, I got back.
So basically, everyone stealthed around, came up. They inspected the rocky outcrop, found what appeared to be a button of sorts, and since Freyla rolled a natural 1 on her stealth, she got accidentally bumped by Killian into the button, and now the rock came down to reveal an entrance into an underground cavern.
I will, we're looking at it just open, right?
Yep.
So I will say, well, I think we should exercise more caution than we did before. I
loud was
will.
that?
It was
How
decently
loud
loud.
was the? Yeah.
It was a rock rumble.
No. Yeah. No.
Should
We
we-
need to.
Should we wait to see if anyone comes out?
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
But I was saying that what I was getting at is that if we proceed any further, I think either me or Jungrak should hold the tail end of us going in, if that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
don't think
wanna
we
be in
should
the
be
back of
going
the
in.
formation?
though.
I know, but I'm saying when the situation, I don't want to scream commands if something happens. So I want this to be set that one of us will be in the back to help the people not so good in an in-your-face situation.
One of you can be in the front, and it'll be like a sandwich of the tough guys.
I don't know about tough. I'm a 6 in strength, but yeah. I suppose we should wait.
We should stand outside, see if anybody was watching this entrance.
As you
They
guys
come out, we jump them.
have been talking, there's some voices. Yeah, I could have sworn that the stupid door opened. It shouldn't be glitching. And down the
Hide.
passageway, you guys hear people coming.
Oh,
I hide.
okay.
All right. Yeah, we
Yep.
need to.
We dip.
We need to hide unless we're jumping them as soon as they come out. This is a split-second decision.
I would say hide. We don't know how many are
Right.
coming.
All right, then I'll hide.
Oh, it's a 6 this time.
Oh Lord!
Okay. Make everybody make your stealth checks.
I got
You
no-
rolled over a 10 today.
Nah, only for eavesdropping on Jungrak.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm only at 15.
18.
And my internet's frozen.
Yeah, I got 11 total.
18 stealth.
I don't remember what my modifier is, but I rolled a 16.
I need an actual place to roll die.
16.
You want a-
Mason, what'd you
Do you
get?
want? Do you want a cigar
Well-
box?
12.
Oh, I have one.
Why do you
For
all
all
your
the
boys
blinks
have
that
cigar
work.
Your
box?
modifier's +2, Nick.
Okay, so it's an 18 total.
Kunal, what'd you get?
At 15.
And Rubyx, you got a 16, you said?
18.
18.
My internet's frozen. It's frozen on the roll 20, so I can't look at anything right now.
Alright, you guys see as...
Wait, did you change the map, Arnold?
No, but my internet's just frozen. I was trying to
Oh.
look at my character sheet.
You guys see as a set of individuals approach out of the thing. you guys see what appears to be 2 females and a male, all donning the same armor. Different people than the ones that came and attacked you. They approach outside. They look around for a moment. Disgruntled a bit, they head back in. Yeah, they're heading back in now.
Did they close the door behind them?
They literally just walked back in, so they could be. They might be. Guess you'll have to see.
So we recognize
Alright.
that they weren't familiar?
Yeah, they look. They had the same armor as the people you saw, but they weren't the same people.
Oh boy.
All right,
There's
I'm
definitely
going
more than
to
5 people down there.
Imbue a rock with a nonverbal sound.
Okay. What
So I'm
sound?
gonna birds chirping. I'm gonna toss it into the direction of the passage.
Okay. There's a.
But like a little bit past it. Like not like inside the passageway, but like up on top.
There's a sounds of birds chirping on top. There's a bit of murmuring about the birds are kind of loud today, and they continue down the passage. It sounds like their footsteps are echoing further. If the way to, so they're out of sight. If they were going to close it, either it's within the first chamber where they are, or they decided not to close it. And the reality of the situation is it'd be really weird if they decided not to close it.
Should we follow them?
We should probably follow in after them before they close it behind themselves.
All right. You guys are going to have to make separate stealth checks as you guys try to sneak in behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to be above a 1 or below a 6?
Yes.
Why?
So was it both?
No,
Okay.
that was a natural 20.
Okay.
Amazing.
What?
Jungrak, what's your roll for stealth?
20 total.
20 total. Killian?
You're kidding.
Ooh, 10.
10. Kunal?
15.
15. Mason?
25.
25. Rubyx?
22.
22. Okay, you guys carefully make your way onto this next map area, which will be all dark for you to start. But
I disagree.
there you are. By the way, this map is to scale. So you can populate it with your characters now.
I can see 60 feet.
Congratulations.
Are you guys continuing down the path?
Yeah, with my
I-
natural 20 stealth, I want to stealth ahead.
Okay. As you stealth ahead, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh lord.
When will you
There's a
learn?
2.
When will you learn that there are traps in enemy bases?
Wait, so they walk through their own trap?
They know where it is.
They know how to avoid it.
When will you learn?
Constitution? 5.
5.
Wait.
Give me a moment.
Oh my.
Okay, it's not too bad. There's this as you guys as Freyla like very quietly walks down the corridor. There's an eruption of like fiery smoke leading out, and you take not as much as you would have, but you take 9 points of what's it called? Force damage.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Now they know we're here. So
100%. I say we leave.
I say we leave.
And on that note, you guys see someone appear just at the edge of this room, and I will now reveal this first room.
You mean the room we could see already?
Hi! There's someone over there! And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Wait, I can't minor illusion a blanket over myself.
Put a cardboard box.
Yeah.
I say we leave. Roll initiative.
So if
Alright.
you guys
I mean,
could-
we could use it to leave.
Thanks, man.
I mean, us trying to leave doesn't change how fucked Freyla is.
I'll just leave.
I mean, if we're right by the door, just snag her ass.
Okay.
Ah, there it is.
Where's my initiative addition thing?
Because remember, we talked about this. You add your charisma bonus now.
Yeah, but that's so much.
Don't complain.
Alright, someone is not on the board. I believe it's Rubyx.
I rolled a 22.
Oh. Maybe.
Rachel, can you see the roll 20?
No.
Hey, Bubble. I opened the cigar box I had,
Thank you.
and there's a bunch of SpongeBob plugs in it.
Excuse me?
Look, it's SpongeBob plugs.
Alright, so if you guys give me a second, I need to pull up a page that, for whatever reason, refreshed.
They're in Spanish too, because they're titled Bogus Esponja.
Yo, I love the Spanish SpongeBob names. Like fucking Squidward's Calamardo.
I got a SeaWorld coin? Fuck.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Oh shit.
22.
20.
27?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh yeah, 29 natural.
27. Okay. I gotta add Rubyx's turn. So you're 20 not natural, and then Freyla's 22?
22. Wait, what's your... what do you call it?
+8.
Plus
Plus
8?
8 to initiative? What the fuck?
Alright,
She adds
Jesus.
20 to 15.
I have a 20. Not natural.
20 not natural.
17.
17. Jungrak?
18.
18. Alright. Well, top of the initiative. Mason. you doing?
Dang, God.
I guess I'll fire an arrow. The guy.
Well, you're behind everyone, so you would have to move forward.
Oh, well, I gotta move.
And I would like to remind you that your subclass now encourages you to be in melee. Remember?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll run up to the guy closest to the entrance there.
Would it be this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So you run up to him. Right there, you good?
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yes, sir.
As you don your rapier.
That's 23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool.
Do you remember what other features you have?
There's the sneak attack.
There's one more.
Ben, this is a little patronizing.
No, I'm not trying to be patronizing. It's just like I don't know if she remembers it. Do you remember your?
I don't.
Okay, there's a thing where if you hit, you can run away afterwards.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, what was your damage?
Sorry, I was listening. 2, 4, 6.
I'm busy. Sorry. What was it?
6.
Okay.
6.
You slash at the person directly in front of you. Would you like to move away? You used about... well, let's see. You used... Actually, yeah, you probably would have used all of your movement to get there. So you actually would have to... You have your bonus action still. So you could cunning action to run away.
One sec. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Alright, where are you running to?
I guess somewhere near Freyla.
Okay. I'll leave you right there. Alright.
Okay.
This guy is going to go next. You see a guy who seems to have darker, blacker shell armor, wielding what appears to be a trident. So. Okay. He's going to run around this way towards Mason. And he's going to make an attack roll at you, Mason. Which you see him coming for you, and you kind of like you yelp and you kind of duck out of the way, and he slashes above you. But he will make another weapon attack at you.
Man.
That is going to be 23 to hit, so it will hit. That is going to be 5 points of damage to you as he stabs at you with a trident.
Okay.
Alright. Freyla. You're up.
Okay. Does it cost like double movement to move through people? Like, would I be in everyone's way?
Yeah, you would be in everyone's way.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here. And then I'm gonna... Alright, I'll use my bonus action. I believe it's a bonus action. To do the Crimson Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you drag the sharp edge of the crossbow against your finger, bleeding yourself a bit.
2 damage.
Okay.
And then I will take this shot at the person that's attacking Mason.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit. Rubyx, you're up next, and then Kunal is next. So keep that in mind.
That is a 14 plus 7 to hit.
14 plus 7 to hit. That hits for sure, yeah.
6, 4. Okay. Oh, Look at that. I rolled a 6 and a 3 for frost.
Okay.
So that is 9 piercing and 3 frost damage.
Alright, you got it. So 9 piercing, 3 frost. That puts us at 12 damage total. As the arrow shoots into his shoulder, he gives a bit of a grunt, and there's like a freezing over of it. Rubyx, I believe you're up next, unless you have something else to do, Freyla.
No.
Okay, Rubyx, you're up.
Okay, so I think it takes 20 movement to get here, and you said it takes double my movement if I want to pass by someone?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna use the last 10 feet to move this way.
You got it.
And then I will cast Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness. Okay, what save do I have
I'll
to make?
like don a glove. It's a Constitution save, and it's 14 to make it.
14. Okay.
So I will roll
Failure.
2. Ooh. And I rolled 24 to hit.
24 to hit. So what are you hitting with? No.
So
Does the Ray of
I'm
Sickness
gonna-
need to hit, and then it needs to make a save?
oh. Is that how it works?
I mean, you hit, so it's kind of irrelevant.
On a hit, yeah, it takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a con save.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, so it's 2d8. And if it fails to save, then it takes poison damage until its next turn. Okay. Where are my d8s?
Okay.
Oh, until it's also poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. You got it.
Alright, so 2d8. Alright, so that is 9 points of poison damage.
Okay, 9 points of poison damage. You got it. And he fails the save, and he's poisoned. So you kind of let out your hand, and you see this like ray exceed out towards him, and he looks kind of queasy now. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Kunal, you're up.
So how much of your movement is to walk around someone?
It'll be 10 movement to get through Jungrak.
Okay, so that's 10, 5, 15, 20. Guess I'll stay by the door.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not good close.
All right.
And I will focus. I have to hit from at least 30 feet, right?
No,
Oh.
you just have to not be within 5 feet of somebody. Although
Okay.
the people, the only people who aren't obstructed from your view is like the two people at the table, the far table.
Okay, I'll shoot this dude then.
Okay. The one directly in front of you?
Yes.
Alright, you got it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Where did my dice go? Yeah, right here. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, go ahead and
Man.
max your 8 out, and then roll another d8 and add your modifier.
Okay. 8. 12 plus... Pretty sure it's 3. Yeah, 12 plus 3. So 15
Okay.
total.
15 total damage. Now, before we go on, I will have to clarify that if you want to do like non-lethal damage, you're going to have to specify that. And you kind of can only do that with melee weapons, just so you guys know. Can't
What if I shoot him in the knee?
But that'll be your turn, right? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, Jungrak, you're up.
So, just re-clarify, for me to get past him, how much movement of mine does he expend?
So once you get to the square just beyond him, you'll have 15 feet of movement left.
Excellent. So I'm gonna get to here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use, lunging attack.
Okay.
Does... Increase your reach for the attack by 5 feet. Okay. And, let me just check that off. Does a 15 hit?
15. Let's see. Yes, it does hit.
Alright. So that attack will hit. I have sword and shield in hand, so it's a D8 plus 3. 7 plus 3 plus another D8 from my superiority die. 15 total damage.
15 total damage. Alright, so you slash upward with the newly glowing star metal blade, lunging forward as you do so, and the person gets hit just between the chinks of their armor, and their eyes kind of roll back and they fall back. They're not moving.
Oh,
Heck yeah, let's go.
Okay, Killian.
Okay, I have a question. So if I do unarmed, like if I tell you I'm going to use my bonus action to do unarmed strikes, do I have to immediately do it where I am?
No, you can spread out your attacks. You just, if you move out of someone's
So can I be like, I'm going to do unarmed strikes and then move and then do them?
Yeah.
I'm asking because when I do flurry of blows, my movement speed goes up.
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay. Then I will use my action to dash.
Okay.
And my bonus action would be to flurry of blows, so if I double 50, I can go 100 feet. So it should be 60 feet, but like I have to go past Kunal, so like how much did it expend more of?
Extra 5 feet of movement.
Okay, so it's been 65 feet. So I'm gonna go here, specifically because I want to be like out of field of view of the other guy, and I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
That is a 23 and a 15.
15. Both hit.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll damage. So this is the one Kunal attacked. Yeah.
Yeah. First one is 7. Second one's 8. I'm doing non-lethal damage.
Okay. You hit it like square in the chest with like 2 punches, and they kind of hit against the chair and fall unconscious. So I am just going to give me a moment. I'm going to edit. Can I edit? Oh wait, here we go.
oh, these guys suck.
I'm just gonna put an X on that one.
Okay. And then I will move over here. Wait, let me make sure I can move. Yeah. I will move. Actually, I'll move over here. Can I like I'm trying to get like some form of cover. I don't know if it matters, but that's it.
Okay. You stand next to the now dead body of one of the cultists, and you stand by there. That is going to be your turn. Okay, we're going to have this person go next. Okay. They are going to... Okay. Yeah, they're going to run over here to Rubyx, since they're close.
Shit.
Hello.
It's fine. The other one, it has disadvantage on attack rolls because of poison.
Yeah. I gotcha. That is a 14 to hit. No, 13. So that doesn't hit.
Nope.
So they slash at you, and they go a little wide, and you manage to duck out of the way, as it's kind of everyone's jutting up against each other now. This person is unconscious. Mason, you're up.
Alright. Well, I'm still just gonna hit the person who's closest.
Okay. Go ahead and hit.
Yeah, these guys are dead.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
My.
Okay.
What kind of damage are you doing?
What does that mean?
Well, did you hear my spiel about lethal versus non-lethal?
Oh, okay. Probably non-lethal.
Okay. Go ahead and... Are you using your rapier?
Yeah.
And I assume you're doing sneak attack. So go ahead and max out your sneak attack rolls, max out your rapier rolls, and then roll them all again and add that to your total. And then add your modifier. So 8 plus 6 plus 6 is 20.
Okay.
And then you roll a d8 and then 2d6. And add that to the 20.
Rogue is nutty. What the hell?
Yeah, it's kind of like paladins. When you crit and you decide to use sneak attack, you
Hello?
also get this. Sorry, what?
25.
Okay. I don't know what. If she meant 25? You mean to say that you rolled, like, with a d8 and 2d6 that it's just 25?
Yeah. I rolled 2 ones.
Okay. And then she also adds plus 4, so it's 29 points of damage.
Oh, okay. 29 total. Okay.
29 total. With a bad roll. Okay. Well, let's see. I don't actually remember how much health this person has, so let's check. Okay. Do you want to move anywhere? Oh, she's not there. Do you want to move anywhere?
Hmm?
Do you want to move anywhere?
Sure, I'll move closer to the guy that's opposite Rubyx.
Okay. I'll move you there. The guy is still standing, although heavily wounded now. He is going to attempt to retaliate at you.
Okay.
Rolling with disadvantage. So the first one was a... First attack was a 16 to hit. That hits you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
God.
Well, Rubyx, you prevented a natural 20, so...
Ah!
But it still hits.
No! No! I hate this game.
You take an additional 15 points of damage, Mason.
Okay.
Are you still up?
No.
Okay.
No. Andre.
I only have 18 points, like that's...
So Mason is down. He stabs at her, and it kind of like pierces just below like her ribs, and you see blood begin to pool, and she gets pushed back against the wall. That is going to end his turn, Freyla.
I'm shooting him again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Wait, how's he looking?
He's looking very wounded.
Okay. No, 13 plus 7, 20.
20 hits. Unfortunately, you cannot do non-lethal damage with a crossbow, so...
Oh well. It sounds like a him problem.
Oopsies.
6 piercing and 2 frost.
6 piercing, 2 frost. 6 piercing and 2 frost. Yeah. Tell me how you want to do this.
I'll just like... Yeah, I can't like shoot him in the shoulder to like disable him or something. I'm just committing.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll just shoot him in the head then.
Okay, you see him down Mason, and you're like, I need to get this guy off the battlefield, and you shoot, and it just collides with his head. It freezes over, and he begins to fall back.
Oh, and then it shatters when he falls against the ground?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna do your blood curse.
Ew.
Oh, good point. I'm gonna do my blood curse on him.
Okay.
He's gonna swing at his friend.
Okay.
Dang, crazy.
He does unfortunately have disadvantage, so
Oh, he still has?
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I
He
shouldn't.
swings wildly, and doesn't hit Rubyx, but doesn't hit his friend either. But he is dead. Yeah. I'm just gonna remove him entirely. Rubyx is up now.
All right, so I'm gonna move here and pick Mason back up.
All right, what are
with
you
the
doing?
potion. I'll just use
Come on.
my action to max out my potion of healing.
All right, so what's your intelligence modifier?
4.
4. So, Mason, you get 12 points of healing. With a gasp, you
Yeah.
kind of get up. Your eyes flutter open, and you see Rubyx standing above you with a concerned look.
Thanks, Ruby.
Okay.
I got you.
Kunal, you're up.
I got you, Mason.
Daggers work.
Are you asking how do daggers work?
Yeah, I've never actually had one in D&D.
They work as any weapon would. You go up, you make an attack roll. It should be in
Heavy
your
stat.
character sheet on
I
what your
don't think I have
modifiers.
those. Whoopsies. Okay, so it's just 2 daggers, or is it just 1?
It's just 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a D4 of damage.
Has this guy been damaged at all?
No.
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
I'll just shoot him regular then.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That shouldn't kill him.
Rolls a natural. one.
No, a 22.
22 hits. Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's
22
like
is
those are always
4.
the moments that the dice want to spite you. You're like, oh, that won't kill him.
Okay, so that's 9 damage.
9 damage. All right, you got it. The arrow hits into this last person. Okay. Jungrak, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I'm gonna weave through here,
Okay.
and I'm going to put this one out of his misery.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
What'd you roll?
A 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
Yeah. You run forward, and the sight of Mason bloody on the ground kind of takes you back for a moment, and you kind of slip up your blow, and it crashes against the wall beside you.
Okay, did it do any damage to the blade?
Did not do any damage to the blade.
Impressive.
Killian, you're up.
Um,
I will.
Well,
I will
Can you
flip
do
you
anything
in.
here?
well, you see, I see Jungrak.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I see a springboard.
So, I'm going to jump over. And I want to like flip, and in that flip, I want to like flash a smile at Jungrak
Do a flip.
Okay.
and
go ahead, roll
do
it.
and do a two-handed swipe at him.
Yeah.
Oh shit. 15. That hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god, my luck has not run out. That is 9 damage, non-lethal damage.
9 non-lethal damage. You extend the staff, you bring it down, crack it against their head. And they look dazed, but they're still up.
Bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay.
23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
7 damage.
7
Non-lethal again.
damage. All right, you bring down the punch as they're dazed, and they crumple and fall to the ground unconscious.
Bitch.
Combat.
Like as his eyes close, I want to call him a bitch.
All right. Combat ends. You guys are now in a room with
A lot of dead bodies.
3 corpses and 2 unconscious people.
It should be 2 corpses.
2 corpses?
There's only 4 total, right?
Yeah, did I forget to add that person? I guess I did. Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah,
Should
no,
we-
that's right.
Should we
Here's my
take
notes.
these bodies and run? Because there's definitely more people coming.
I'm like
Are
sort
there,
of
are
holding.
there definitely more people coming?
You guys see 2 doors. Like there's a door
Do we-
here and there's a door
But do we
here.
hear
Make a
anything?
perception check.
I'll
I'm
help him.
sort of holding Mason, and I'm like, damn it! I knew this would happen.
Alright.
I'm sorry,
15 total.
I wasn't strong enough.
That's not your fault, Ruby. I told you. Out of the 2 of us, one of us had to be the weak link.
Oh, what did you roll?
Still on the ground.
I rolled a 15. I'm just gonna start peeking down the hallways.
Since there is a door, unless you want to open it.
Oh, if the door's closed, then I'm not going to touch it yet.
Yeah, you don't
Are
hear
both-
anything
are-
down the hallway at the moment.
Are there doors in both?
Yeah, you hear.
Are they both closed?
You hear. If you really press your ear against the door, you hear maybe light chatter on the other side of the door.
You didn't notice?
So they didn't hear this.
Well, you also hear like chatter and drinks and other things. Like
And that's from this door.
it's boisterous. Yeah, that's the only reason you hear it. You can hear it lightly through the door. The door is thick, and it's got like
Alright.
iron bits in it.
All right. And what about this door? Or do I need to roll again?
You don't hear anything from that door.
Is it unlocked if I tried the handle on it?
Yes,
I
it's
checked for
unlocked.
traps first.
Okay.
I check for traps.
As Jungrak
I'm gonna
reaches for the
slowly.
door.
I'm gonna slowly open the door and just look in the hallway. Like I'll peek. I'll turn and peek in.
Quick question: how hurt is Mason?
Mason, how hurt do you look?
I'm okay. I'm
So you
like,
twist the door, you
I've
open,
got, like,
you look
2/3
down,
of my health.
and you
Do
see
a quick cure wounds.
a room with crates in it.
All right.
Okay,
Which
Mason,
way did
heal
that
for
door
8.
open?
What?
Heal for what?
Mason, I healed you for 8.
All right.
Thank you.
I wanna do a quick scan to see if there's traps, and then I'm gonna go forwards.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Advantage.
Okay. All right. That's a 19 total.
19 total. You take, after seeing what happened to Freyla, you take several moments to carefully look through the hallway. You don't see any traps. You don't see any pressure plates.
All right. I'm gonna.
Which way did that door open?
Did it open in or did it open to the hallway?
It opened inward to the hallway.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna say, doesn't seem like they trapped this hallway. I'm gonna go check out this room.
When he says that, I'm going to be like, someone watch the door with chatter. And while he does that, can I possibly try and get the armor off of this guy?
Get the armor off of him? Sure. You can take the time to take the armor off.
How
that's
big is
what-
the door?
What?
How big is the door?
The door is thick. Like both doors, like
No, but I mean like how tall?
I mean it's like it's tall enough that someone that like Jungrak's size doesn't have to crouch through.
Damn it.
Rachel's gone.
All right. What's in this room?
Crates, lots of crates.
Does anything stick out, or is it just like a storage room?
It looks like a storage room. You can try and look inside the boxes to see what there might be.
I look to the rest of the group as I'm stripping an unconscious body. Is anyone going to help
What are you doing?
him?
All right. I'm just gonna start cracking open boxes.
All right, make
Okay.
an investigation check
Alrighty then.
as you look through some crates.
I'll move over here too then.
All right. That's a natural 20.
A natural 20.
Yeah.
You peruse through boxes. A lot of it seems like useless, like kind of like like not useless stuff, but it seems to be like wooden supplies, like stuff to like fortify areas. But throughout it, you do find mixed in on top of one of them, in what looked to be just like another like tarp, was actually a little bag of gold. You find in it 40 gold pieces. In another crate, you find a crowbar, and a grappling hook in another, and a healer's kit.
All right.
Ooh.
Is that all the things of interest, or is that just the box I'm in front of?
That's all the things of interest. I assume when you said looking for stuff of interest, I assumed you meant like you went around peeking through boxes. Like initially, you're like, "Oh, this looks like crap," but you found a few useful items.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pocket the gold. I'll grab the grappling hook and the healer's kit.
Okay. And there's a crowbar.
And I mean, are there any? Is it assumed I opened every single box?
It's assumed that you like these boxes are like they already had their lids kind of off. You took cursory glances inside all of them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. I think this is really only the useful stuff, unless you want to go and fortify a base or a city or something. And I'll just start walking out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna toss the grappling hook to Killian.
Yay! Well, no, Killian's like, cool.
Internally,
I have no use for that, and I'm going to walk to Rubyx, and I'll hand him the healer's kit, and I said, "This looks like something you might be able to make use of."
I'm encumbered.
Same, dude. GG.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Killian and be like, "Are you all right there?"
Yeah. Here, you look like a hungry girl. I give her half my rations.
What the hell does that mean?
You look like a hungry girl.
Okay, so what have you been doing, Killian, this whole time? And
trying to get the armor.
Okay, yeah, you get the armor off.
How much does the armor weigh?
We'll say for this consideration, it weighs as much as any leather armor would. So
okay,
I don't know how much that weighs, so you should add it to your inventory and see if you're encumbered again.
It is 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah, you're encumbered.
Right.
Welcome to the real
I
world.
can hold on to that for you.
No.
Yes.
No, you look like a hungry cat. I give him a ration.
I'm pretty sure that's
a single
ration.
All right.
That was enough.
Can I make another perception check on what's on the noise coming behind the door?
Sure.
So that's the only way forwards, unless we're just gonna leave. All right. Well, I rolled
hide
a 3.
the bodies at least.
You can't.
Oh yeah, we need to remove these bodies.
Five total, but I rolled a 3.
Okay. Yeah. You don't hear anything aside from what you heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Can we stuff the bodies in these boxes?
You can. Mason and Rubyx. While this was all going on, did you guys want to do anything?
No, I'll just keep like checking on Mason.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna hang back with Rubyx for a bit.
Okay.
I think we should get some answers out of these two.
I agree.
Yeah, but not down here.
Yeah. So, but I also think that if we dispose of these dead ones, it shouldn't be here either. So I say we each grab a body. I'll
grab the 2 corpses.
Okay. I'm a little.
I'll grab one of the unconscious ones.
Okay, cool. Because, hey, you got this one.
You want me to carry the corpse?
I do.
No.
Well, he wants you to carry one of the unconscious people.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, the unconscious. Okay, sure.
All right. And as you guys gather up the dead
I have
bodies,
a question. What are we gonna do about the door that's open outside?
And as you guys ask these questions and carry the bodies out, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
What do you mean, and as?
Yeah,
Like,
let's
the fuck?
go. We didn't die. Yeah, let's
Well, you
go.
see, obviously, we'd close it behind ourselves.
You guys survive yet another session. Pity.
Where's my companion?
Oh, fuck!
Language.
I meant to do that on the travel there, and I got confused.
You want to DM the travel back?
Pity.
Well, I'm sorry, Kunal. You're underpowered for this particular combat encounter.
It's okay. I was just like, when is that supposed to happen?
You still did a decent amount of damage.
Yes, I didn't miss once this time. I broke my curse.
God. Rubyx has cloned himself.
I'm still all powerful and have yet to miss.
All right, Rachel, I think needs
Must
to go.
be nice.
So by stream.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right.
Thanks for streaming.